as we go live, and we're gonna do some
More speed.
story questing. Hello, y'all. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. We're gonna be chill vibes today. May that rat be. And to start off the chill vibes, we're doing some... Okay, so, full disclosure. It's very easy to accidentally start some story quest.
The thing about wine is...
It's funny because they actually changed it now.
Or you miss out on half the fun.
Well, because, like, I unlocked a lot of them a long time ago, and in Mondstadt, it's very easy to accidentally walk into a spot that starts them. So this is partway into Venti's story quest.
Yeah, because now it's updated where it's like, you unlock it, you don't start it automatically, and now even, like, some bosses who are locked behind story quests, you can just quick start them now.
Oh, cool. So that means I can get Eula's stuff for her talents.
Yeah.
But regardless, we're partway through Vinci's story quest here, so we're just gonna go, I guess, what are we doing? Eavesdropping on a couple of brothers? One of which the descendant of apparently the fucking founder of, fucking cult. That's fun.
Seems to me you'd find some way of keeping yourself amused even if you drank alone.
If I didn't know any better, I would say you're being deliberately uncivil.
If I do know him better, and he is.
Just drink responsibly on my premises, okay?
Oh, and if I did have one too many, what then? You'd throw me out along with the trash, is that it?
Throw you out?
You know, the same way you threw out Father's legacy. You sold off his mansion. Or maybe you
Ooh, it's getting spicy here. Maybe we should, maybe we step away from this little family drama.
I don't care what happens, I'm on Kaya's side.
Outlived their purpose.
You look more like I don't have a good joke to finish this statement.
More like, you look more like fuck off.
I trust you were most
like dick suck?
Indeed to part with a certain vase.
No.
No.
I fucking hate him right now.
No, like in the bad way.
Yes, in a bad way.
Dick suck derogatory, not dick suck affectionate. Very different.
Sorry. I have no recollection.
That's odd. Master D-Luke, I'm sure I saw such a vase in your home. A beautiful one. Unmistakable, in fact.
Seems our suspicions were right. Grown-ups don't appear to have imaginary friends.
That's not all grown-ups. Some grown-ups do. These grown-ups don't because they're boring. They're lame. Having imaginary friends is great.
Like I said, a lack of childlike wonder. So people just stop dreaming when they grow up? Okay, well, Paimon for one never wants to grow up.
And this was before Sumeru, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very much just predicting an entire plot point in Sumeru there with that line.
This raises an interesting question. At what age exactly do people's imaginary friends disappear?
The answer, it's not an age. It's just when life happens.
Let's go and check.
When life starts beating you down, you're like, my imaginary friend is just...
Someone of her age surely must have some imagination left, don't you think?
When you reach a certain age, the world beats you down. It's like, I just want, like, to be peace. I just want to be left alone in peace.
Imaginary friend, kinda scary.
Going? I'm just running in circles. There's just a this weird ass teleporting waypoint way up here at the top of the Favonius headquarters. Like, this. Sure, why not? Don't know why that's there. I'm not gonna question it. I mean, it's normal. That's funny. Okay, there are many ways to interpret this. I choose to interpret it as gay.
What is Jean doing here?
To be fair, everyone has.
Is Master Jean Ellen's imaginary friend?
Ellen's really determined to become a knight. Hi, Sif. How you doing?
Conscientious? It's terrifying.
Welcome, welcome. We're doing chill vibes
hello.
today.
What are you guys doing?
Are you always training here?
I've literally never seen her anywhere else.
You bet. Today, I heard Stanley talking about his adventures. It was incredible. It got me really pumped up.
I hope if you join the Adventurers Guild... No, you want to join the Knights. I was about to say, if you join the Adventurers Guild, please don't wear their outfits. They're fine. They're okay. They're whatever.
I hope I can be as outstanding as him one day.
I like the
So
blue
that you
better.
can fight shoulder to shoulder with Master Jean?
I mean, obviously I want to become a knight. And if I got to go on an adventure with Jean herself, well, even better.
Seems Ellen really looks up to Jean.
Now, I'm not one to point at someone and say gay. But that's a lie, because I will absolutely point at someone and say gay.
Huh, thanks. I was thinking, it's not every day I get to hang out with the honorary knight. Would you join me for some sword training? Huh, how can I smash all these training dummies at once?
Oh god, we're doing this?
Oh,
Hold on.
this thing.
Done.
So that's
That's literally just a commission. I do that every now and then. That easy.
Yeah, that commission sucks when you don't have anybody who can generally do that.
Long way to go in my training.
Change to a party member that... I think if you move fast enough, it doesn't matter, but like...
It's still kind of hard to do.
Yeah.
It's still kind of hard to do. I had to...
Very helps.
Yeah, I had to
So modest.
finagle
I,
it.
for one, think you're quite the pro at this already.
The good news is the Claymore one is probably the one that she's most actually able to do. Where a lot of times, like, elemental power is like, okay, well, doesn't really help.
Ellen, she's our girl. If she can't do it, Hilly Churl.
You know what? B for effort. Good try, Paimon.
Thanks. Shoot, I got so caught up here I forgot there's something I was supposed to do today. Ugh, but I'm so sore from training. I can hardly move. Honorary Knight, could you deliver a message to Jack for me? He's a friend of mine. Recently started as an adventurer. We were gonna meet up tonight and discuss adventure plans. Could you let him know it'll have to be another day?
Alright, had to check something real fast.
If
Okay.
I'm not mistaken, you should find him at the Temple of the Lion.
Temple of the Lion.
He's adventuring with Stanley today.
I know what the Temple of the Lion is, or that's just a
truly
domain.
legendary adventurer, renowned in all of Mondstadt. He once set foot in the Mare Javari. Great. Thank you so much.
Oh, we've been there before. Shoot. Don't ask me to remember. Oh, this domain. Wait, what? Oh, I've already done the domain, so it says move on, I guess.
So, yours is the cat that went missing. Venti, have you come to help?
Wait, what's happening?
Me here to help you? Why, on the contrary, it is
I
who
feel
needs the
lost.
helping.
This adorable bubble creature? It is called Paimon. She is emergency rations and also friend. Also, I feel like the game said, hey, you did that part of a quest. Here's a different quest that you were working on that needed Venti.
But Paimon just saw you talking.
Yeah,
to
that's
her
basically what happens.
That's fine.
Aha!
It means that we're bouncing around and it's
Prince was
confusing.
the name of the feline fiend who thieved my spare astral iron strings.
Venti, you're very fun to listen to talk.
Though it gladdens my heart to see that the free-spirited ethos of Mondstadt is alive and well in creatures great
Oh,
and
that
small.
bubbly creature.
Still,
Wait, no, which
it's a
bubbly
bit
creature?
audacious.
I have a bubble following. Oh, that bubbly creature. Let me go check what it's called. I don't remember. It's just a cute thing.
Prince is
Oh, the itty bitty octo baby?
Yeah, the Octo Baby. Definitely not emergency rations. That is pet.
Indeed. Just like Barbados. Yes, quite. Now, let's see about getting ourselves an audience with His Little Highness Prince Rascal of Mondstadt. I have a performance tonight, and without my spare strings, I shall have to disappoint my audience. What would a kitty cat want with lyre strings anyway?
Have you ever seen a cat play with string before? It's adorable and they love it.
Everyone knows
Just
cats
don't let
go
them eat it.
crazy for a ball of string.
What?
These lyre strings are made of astral iron, which contains animo energy. That makes them extremely durable, so I normally just roll them up in a ball to make them easier to carry.
That's... Hi, my beast. How you doing? Venti, that sounds... I mean, I guess it's fine, but like...
That's a trick of the trade from a traveling bard.
The strings contain animo energy? That'll help us. It's time for you to use your elemental sight again. I'm sure there must be some elemental footprints or something.
Thank you all. Prince should be somewhere around the marketplace or the residential area. It's a black cat you're looking for. Oh, take this fish. It's Little Prince's favorite food. Maybe it'll help you find him.
Isn't Prince...
Oh, right, Prince.
Isn't Prince the cat from the, what are my words? Oh, this one... I see what happened. It went from Venti's story quest to Jean's story quest. Which one was... fucking Venti's called, though?
Prince's TCG cat.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. Please complete quest Margaret's longing first. Fine. Also, hold on. Little Octo Baby. Look at little Octo Baby. Look how cute it is. It's sleepy. It's so sweepy. Let me see what it's called.
Oh, baby.
It's called Itty Bitty Octo.
Oh, I wasn't joking.
You were, I thought that was a nickname. A type of tiny octopus that normally lives in the depths of the ocean. Perhaps out of an overabundance of curiosity or a desire to travel, it begins to cruise throughout the seas while still extremely young. If it sees a creature it likes, it will follow it everywhere. But who knows what it will be like when it grows up. What's the bird? The bird is Cloud Retainer's the mass device. Also a little buddy that just follows you around. Serves no mechanical purpose other than to look cute. Look at the flappy. Oh, that's also a good thing. Like, watch the animation of us summoning the little Octo Baby. It makes its own bubble. Its own transportation. Anyways.
Yeah, it's fun. When you're underwater, it actually comes out of the bubble and just swims alongside you.
Prince should be somewhere.
That's really cute, but we'll see that when we go to Fontaine. Hey, Animo Energy? Where is Animo? Animo Energy, this way. Prince, there you are, little buddy.
That looks really familiar. Haven't we seen it in the cat's tail before?
Oh my goodness, wait.
Yep, that's Prince, all right.
You mean to tell me that Margaret, the owner of the cat's tail, is the owner of the cat that lives in the cat's tail? Oh my god. What a startling revelation. Where did the cat go? I literally was just looking at you. Oh, I picked you up.
Wow, Prince has very keen senses. It didn't take much to scare him off. See if you can approach him crouching from behind. That way your footsteps will be quieter. It must be difficult not being able to float.
Then why don't you go grab him?
If you're anxious to find Prince, why not coax him to you with some fish? Kitty cats do love eating fish.
Paimon, I love you. Make yourself useful.
If you run out of fish, go grab some from the lake. Now back to it.
How do I crouch? Oh. New mechanic. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky.
Well, it's technically not new. It's in certain places.
But it's not in the main game. It's only in like special.
It was in the Mondstadt quest.
Let me try this again.
When you had to
It's
go
not something
through
you can do
to
outside of special quests. Curses.
His senses are keener than we thought. He can't have gone far, though. Why not track him with your elemental sight? Next time, try creeping up from behind.
I was Paimon. I was being super stealthy.
Or, if
I
you're
was
being
solid snaking this
impatient,
shit.
Use some fish as bait and catch him off guard.
I'm as quiet as Solid Snake himself, and you can't tell me otherwise. Here we go. I'm on the hunt. Are you kidding me? Thought I was gonna go further than that. Here, kitty kitty. I don't know how to make that noise. Ugh, that doesn't work. Oh, I see what happened. Backwards. Mine! I got a kitty. I caught a baby.
More speed.
Prince! Where did you go running off to? Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
We definitely had our work cut out for us looking for him.
Oh, Princey, how could you leave me like that?
Looks like those two need some time to themselves. And here are your astral iron strings, Venti.
You found them! Wonderful! I was not optimistic they would turn up. I dare say that a private performance played using these very same strings.
Hello,
would
hello,
not
you
be an
boy.
excessive way to show
How
my
you doing
gratitude.
today?
What?
Apologies. At this distance, my cat allergy seems to be rearing its head.
I'm sorry. God has a cat allergy?
Does?
Actually, that kind of makes sense. That kind of makes sense. Cats are God's greatest enemy. Cats exist only to kill God. And be cute. You've only been out of bed an hour? Well, welcome to the land of the living. It's not great. It's fine. We're happy you're here.
Oh, now Paimon gets why you didn't go looking for your strings by yourself?
Anyway, thanks for the help. I'll be going now.
God, why do you have cat allergies?
I think we're finally finished with the commissions we were doing for Jean. A day in the life of Jean really is hard work. Wonder how she's feeling now. Let's head to the cathedral and pay her a visit.
Okay, let's actually continue this quest like we were going to. I don't know what just happened. Game said no, you're looking over here now. The Great Adventurer Stanley. Oh, I've never done this? What do you mean I've never done this one? That's free primos. Why haven't I done this one? We're gonna do this real fast, then we'll continue the quest. Not exactly gonna take us a while.
More speed.
Feels like bullying. B, is this bullying?
More speed. Let's light it up!
Gather!
Number of times frozen cannot
More
exceed
speed.
5? Oh.
Big. For mercy.
Alright, that one's a little bit more difficult. It's fine, it's fine. We're good. Oh, that was the end of the domain. It was that fast. Awesome. Cool. Got free stuff out of it. That's all that matters.
The Temple of the Lion?
And tea.
We explored this place once before, didn't we? During the Storm Terror incident. seems like it's now a hot spot for adventurers. That can only mean one thing. We didn't bag all the loot last time!
Oh, Paimon.
Looks like we can't go any further.
Not to worry, allow me. Those who wander in the dust, the wind shall send soaring sky high.
I should get Venti specifically for that ability.
Hmm?
His travel ability.
Yeah, I wanted to get him, but I want Punch more.
Punch is good. Punch is very good. I need to go... Where am I going?
I like collecting Archons, but he's the one I could probably wait for.
Oh, there's a button right here. Why am I so blind? How did I not see button?
I wouldn't glide. Yeah.
Also, it kind of turns into one of those things. It's like, yeah, Venti's got great crowd control, but then they release Kazuha.
That's true. But Venti's probably has a shorter cooldown, if I had to guess. Just because he's an Archon?
Kazuha's is actually not very long.
Interesting.
And you get more constellations, it gets even better. Because Venti's like mainly there for like burst, crowd control. Kazuha does like a lot of like
DPS?
defense shred and swirl.
More speed.
Either way, they're both very good for travel.
Stabilize.
Our bond is strong.
You ever feel bad thinking about the fact, I wonder if that was a kid? I wonder if I just beat up a bunch of kids. Were they Car Bear's friends? Do you have friends?
6.
It's a depressing thought.
We got 26. 19.
Hey, are those guys?
Rack and ruin. Yahoo!
I was frozen mid-travel. It's fine. Get out of here.
Shut up. Our bond is strong.
Up and
What are you working on?
even though I don't have any faith I'm gonna get her in time, I've been trying to get boss materials.
Ah. And, you know, you can never have too many.
I was so sure I was about to die.
You're fine. Look at you. Not a scratch on you. I don't see any blood. Unless that tie used to be white.
To be fair, that could have gone either way.
Hey, Venti, no, we did a great job.
So, you must be Jack the Adventurer, I assume?
Yes. Who are you?
Actually, we came looking for you.
Ellen has a message for you. She said she won't be able to join you today to plan out your next adventure together. She'll join you some other time.
Oh, I see. I feel bad you had to come all this way to find me, and then had
Hayden
to
is in
rescue
this
me.
game as a couple different people, as a couple like side characters.
Huh?
I don't think we're gonna be
see
seeing
what
any of them
all the fuss is
today.
about. It was nothing that I, Stanley, couldn't have dealt with by myself.
Stanley, why do you sound like a little bit of an asshole?
Whoa! You are Stanley? You are that legendary adventurer? Renowned in all of Mondstadt? Who once set foot in the Mare Jafari?
That being said, on my team right now is a character who... oh, there are Genshin drops happening right now? Interesting. Good to know.
The very
I have
same.
that on the side, see if I can get some kind of primos.
Yeah, free primos. Love to see it. But anyways, as I was saying,
it's an honor to meet one as legendary as yourself.
one of the characters on my team right now is canonically like in the same group as one of Kane's characters.
Well then, how would everyone like to proceed? Head back or head further inside?
I think we should keep going. With Stanley by our side, we'll have no problem.
Okay, motion passed by unanimous consent. Let's head further in.
It is this one.
So, I'm guessing you mostly came here because you want to hear my adventure stories. Am I right?
Stanley, I'm gonna have to ask you to shut up. I don't care about you.
We're just looking for Jack.
What? Do you know who I am? I am Stanley, renowned adventurer of Mondstadt.
Are you sure you're not Stanley, the windbag?
Your attitude says maybe you don't got that. I am Stanley, the living legend. Stanley who braved the Manjavari.
And I am Rika, the one who took down a fucking dragon.
Stop name-dropping yourself every time you open your mouth.
It's true, though. Stanley is the most amazing guy.
Well, Jack would listen, won't you? Now, where was I?
You were shutting up before I
You and a
punched you in the
partner
face.
reached the Manjavari, a famously terrifying place with not a wisp of wind.
Precisely! There was a deathly silence in the air. A sea of ashes stretched out before us. As far as the eye could see, the Manjavari. Suddenly, my partner was caught in a whirlpool whipped up by an evil beast. Luckily, I managed to grab hold of him just in time.
Wow. So, did he make it?
Sadly, in the end, I alone was able to set foot on home ground once more. With a gentle breeze carried away.
There are a lot of explosions that has happened.
That poor guy. How could that happen?
Jack, you can't cry so easily if you want to be a great adventurer.
I'm kind of getting tired of listening to the guy's story already. It's been like 10 seconds.
Adventurer's proudest achievement is to die in the course of their final adventure. But whatever happens, no adventurer should ever die in a place where the wind doesn't blow. The wind has to bring your spirit back to Mondstadt.
That's right. To die in a place with the wind, to have your spirit carried back to Mondstadt in the wind. That's
Yeah. Although, the most I can aspire to right now is beginner's commissions, like clearing out the slime and clogging up the sewers.
Hey, clearing out slime is a very noble job, alright? Someone's got to do it.
Why do they keep going on about that? Is that why Stanley thinks the Manjavari is the most terrifying place in the world? Because there's no wind there?
Shut up.
I keep forgetting to switch over to Venti when he's our trial character. It's like, he's fun to use, but also... Oops.
Traveler, I believe I've made a small discovery.
Yes, you're currently being zapped by Electra. Oh, it's gone.
Could I ask you to use the Nernama detector once more?
This is gonna be really funny. What the fuck is that? Is that how he sees himself?
What? Stanley has an imaginary friend?
That's actually really funny.
It seems his imaginary friend is a seasoned warrior, covered in scars from head to foot, and a look of staunch determination on his face. You're saying his imaginary friend is an idealized version of his own self? Interesting idea, but is it true?
Please excuse me. I'll be leaving now.
Bye, Stanley.
I mean, it's not like the worst thing, you know? NFS 2 you want to be and all that, just don't be like
Do you
Stanley,
two
don't be an
still have
asshole
time to
about it.
spare?
What is it?
A few days ago, Stanley got drunk and told me a secret. Something he's never told anyone before. The weapons he took on his adventure all those years ago. They were none other than those once wielded by Mondstadt's greatest hero, Vanessa herself. The sword of brilliant valor and the shield of magnificent honor.
Was Vanessa in the manga?
Yeah.
Is that who I'm thinking of? The slave? Ex-slave?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
she was
don't know
cool.
whether you believe me, but apparently, both the sword and shield are still right here in Mondstadt, over in Dadaupa Gorge. Since you guys are the experts at this, can you come with me to try and retrieve these two legendary weapons? I don't know. Outstanding individuals always come with their quirks, right?
Stop being gullible.
If I can just get a hold of something impressive enough to show my family what I'm capable of, maybe they'll finally come around to the idea of me being an adventurer.
Or, you know, you just take it at your own pace. You know, you do things in your own time. You gotta let things happen naturally. It's fine.
Right now, I'm just a rookie. My abilities are limited, and my parents don't support my goals one bit.
Then fuck them. Whatever. Fuck them. Do your own thing.
So, what do
I
you
understand,
say?
but like also,
Happy guy out? I can't bring myself to tell Stanley about it because my reasons are so selfish. But I swear I'll give the weapons
oh no,
back
my
to him as
parents
soon
don't
as I'm done.
fucking trust in my goals, and it's like, well, then that's just
Poor
rude.
Jack. Let's help him out. Venti, you coming too?
I don't know.
Oh, one other thing. I have a bottle of rare vintage wine that I had someone fetch for me a couple years ago. Help me find these weapons, and it's all yours.
You sure do know how to drive a hard bargain with the God of Winds.
Dadaupa Gorge, was it? Let's hurry. There's no time to lose.
Venti, you're so incredibly easy. I don't like him just standing there listening. Do we actually hold on? I actually think, do we have? Can I do his story quest yet? No, I have to complete a quest first. Whose is that? Draconia Salmenta chapter.
It's Kokomi. It takes
Oh.
you right to the one you need to do.
Okay, so I need to do Kokomi to do Itos. Interesting. Oh, we'll have to save that for later then. Because I feel like Itos is one that, okay, I know Kane shows up in that story quest, so...
A lot of them, you have to do a lot of other quests to do them.
Fine, but I'm just like, if I want to do Kane's story quest, like I want to see Kane on stream, then it's like I have to do Itos, we're going to have to do Kokomi's, but we'll do that later. Now we're in the middle of something. Oh, you're like right there.
More speed.
Because you have to do Itos anyway to also do the Chasm quest.
Right. Wait, more Chasm quest?
The one I told you about, the Perilous Trial.
Yes. This is me remembering exactly what you were talking about. Okay, hold on, I need to change teams. It's gonna be a pain in the butt otherwise. We gotta go fast. We're not here for slowness.
I know
We're
finding
chill.
this
We're
one
not lost.
last percent is not going to help me, but I want to have it so I can just have it off my mind.
I don't think well, Kiara speeds you up a little bit, right? It's not that much faster.
She's normal speed.
No, but it looks cuter, so it's fine. She's mainly good for the vertical movement. What is that? Hello? A sword?
Hey, that bunch of villagers. Are they holding some kind of ceremony? And what's with that pile of knickknacks? Are they worshipping them?
Seems so. That must be the Sword of Brilliant Valor, surely.
Oh, more of them showed up. I thought we were done. Nope. Okay, hold on.
I condemn you.
Dissipate.
Go away. I just want the sword. I'm sorry I have to kill you. I doubt you were a child, but you might have been a very large one. Imagine being like a 5-year-old turned into one of those fucking
Lo and behold,
giant
the
hill
Sword of
churls
Brilliant
at the end of
Valor.
Conria. Terrifying.
Are you sure? Looks kind of basic to Paimon. And a little worse for wear, too. Why would hilly trolls be bowing down before a piece of junk like this?
Oh, hold on. I think I need to go grab something from my printer real fast. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I can go on BRB. It'll only take a second. Ah. Okay. I had a thing printing, and I need to make a bunch more, because Nikki was like, I need 20 of these, by, like, January, or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, sure, I can do that. I should charge her more. These things are fucking massive.
Seems somebody tossed an old sword into a pile of spoils these hilly trolls were already celebrating.
This is in terrible shape, and it's so basic, I'm at a loss for words.
But also, like, if you think about it, it kind of makes sense. Like, considering Vanessa's background and all that, like, she wasn't going to have, like, some super crazy, amazing sword. No, she had a fucking sword that she used. It became amazing because she used it.
Say, Jack, have you ever seen an anemo crystal fly? They're found in the open country around
That's
Mondstadt
just a regular
City.
sword. And also, it's like, what, 100 years old? 400?
If you saw one in broad daylight,
100.
you wouldn't bat an eyelid. But in the pitch blackness of night, its brilliant glow is mesmerizing. It truly resembles an exquisite crystal dancing in the night air. Is valor not the same? When everything is going your way, it seems meaningless, fades into the background. But when you're in dire straits, valor is the thing that gets you fired up and fighting back. It's the brilliant ray of light that guides you out from the darkness.
Excellent recovery
You're
there,
right.
Venti.
You're right. Then this has to be it. This is the Sword of Brilliant Valor.
So, we got our sword. Now we just need that shield.
Venti, you're very good at BSing. Congratulations.
Let's scout around. It's definitely in Dadaupa Gorge, so... huh?
There's somebody there.
He's pretty hard to spot. It's hard to miss. Hi, Stanley. How you doing? Would you like to come and join us?
Stanley? What's he doing here?
He's acting so weird.
What happened? Why did you stop all of a sudden?
Huh? Oh, it's nothing. Just one of those Mora spouting weasel thieves passed by is all.
What? Where? I want to see.
Maybe another time. We have a shield to find, remember?
Venti, you're very...
So
What's up?
there was an enemy. Apparently, they wanted me to fight to do a thing, and then when I talk about Kazuha, kind of trivializing how to do anything.
Wait, what happened?
Because it was like, oh, defeat the enemy. It's gonna summon a wind current. Meanwhile, me sitting here with Kazuha is just like, okay, I'll just get it.
Wind current, that's his domain. What did he do? My currents. Oh.
So I was wondering why the hell there was an enemy just sitting on the top of this fucking mountain.
Look, sometimes they want to meditate, you know? It's fine. The sun's too bright,
Lo
Sif?
and
That's a mood.
behold, the shield of magnificent honor.
Venti, how are you gonna BS your way out of this one? That looks like a very small, like, tavern table.
Liar, liar, pants on fire. It's a chunk of wood. A chunk of scrap wood with the handle attached. Who in their right mind would use this as a shield?
A slave.
There's also wine stains on it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was just taken from a wine
Oh,
barrel.
yeah, that also makes sense. Top of a wine barrel. Never mind.
And yet, my bard's intuition tells me that this is none other than the Shield of Magnificent Honor. Warriors wear their battle scars with pride, and shields are no different. Surely an intact shield is one that has shied away from the battlefield. Is not the broken and splintered shield the one that has fought in countless wars and lived to tell the tale?
I mean, you're not wrong, but also...
Though the soldier's body be tired and torn, still they fight till the very end, till they have no blood left to bleed. Such magnificent strength of will. Is that not the true meaning of honor?
Your bullshit's in
You
top
do
form
have
today,
a
Venti.
point. Shiny new shields don't stay new and shiny for long. Okay then. Well, maybe if we ask nicely, he'll just let us take the Shield of Magnificent Honor for free.
And if that doesn't work, I have a sword. And if that doesn't work, I have another sword. And another sword. And a spear.
Ahem. Excuse me, Mr. Hilly Churro? Well, okay, you take it from here. Hope you've picked up some Hilly Churlian by now. If not, there's always body language.
Do we know if Paimon is evil yet? Hard to say. We'll have to keep traveling with her.
Seems cheerful enough. Maybe negotiating will work after all.
Ooh, I accidentally said something wrong.
He did not seem to appreciate that.
Chaotic neutral? At the very best. Or at worst. Or in the middle. Oops, I accidentally pissed him off. Okay. Okay, look, I tried. Look. It's fine, hold on.
Didn't listen to Elon Musk enough.
Oh, I did not. To be fair, her relative is an asshole, so... fine. I'm sorry, I didn't want to hurt your friends. I just wanted the wood. Bye.
Hey, he dropped the Shield of Magnificent Honor and ran.
I guess he didn't have any magnificent honor himself.
Guys, thank you so much. I can't believe I actually found them. Mom, Dad, check out the legendary weapons I found.
Yep.
Hey, wait!
Legendary weapons that you found.
The wine, you promised! And I actually helped a lot this time. What are you doing here, Stanley? Out for a stroll?
Boy, you are terrible at stealth. What are you rolling? Let me see if I can roll better than you. I'm gonna just make this a flat roll. I rolled a 5. Never mind. I'm in no position to talk.
Hey, what are you doing here, Bard? Fancy that, huh? You, out for a stroll too?
Okay, you're terrible at deception. I at least rolled a 12 on that.
Oh, that's right.
Do
An
better.
after dinner stroll, to be precise. We were also helping a friend look for something.
Paimon's starting to think Stanley might be a fraud.
Starting to.
Did Stanley plant the sword and shield here in advance so as to not hurt Jack's feelings?
Adventurers must be pretty familiar with Dadaupa Gorge. You've fought battles here before, after all.
You better believe it. I can navigate this whole area with my eyes closed.
Wow. Then I admire your perseverance. And your memory, too.
It's only to be expected of a great adventurer like me. You guys had better watch out, though. This place is crawling with hilly.
When did Child come out as a playable character?
What was he? 1.1, I think.
Oh my god. That was
He
a
and
long time ago.
He and Zhongli came out at the same time.
That makes sense.
I'll get back to my, stroll now.
So basically, the very first update was, hey, here's Child. Here's this asshole.
Guilty conscience much?
Well, he shouldn't have gotten so carried away bragging to Jack, should he? Although, on further reflection, I must say I'm intrigued. Someone who can't let go of the past and gives up on the present instead. I wonder, If such a person was forced to take their first step towards the future, which way would they go?
That is true. That is the one thing about Hoyo games. Sometimes it's like, let them have muscles, let them be bigger. It's fine.
What are you talking
Oh my
about?
god, I'm done.
I'm
Oh
just
my god,
listening to
that was so
myself.
loud.
It was the
Anyway,
stupid
I'm
moral
proposing
boxes.
we take a trip to Angel's Share tonight.
Did you complete Fontaine?
Yeah, and no more primos.
Oh, that's what. Okay, that's what the typing is. I get it. Hold on, need that. Should you be trapped in a windless land? Wait for nightfall. Waiting it is. Down with smooth arms, in with extremely defined arms. Yes, like, look, as much as I like a lot of the character designs in Genshin, that is a thing of just, like, a little bit more variety would be nice. Where is she? You should be bigger. And also maybe you. Also, where? No, it's actually kind of funny how big at her size. Anyways, what was I saying? I got distracted. There are many things to look at. Like, I recognize having, like, a small number of body types so you can make more characters. I understand that. But also, like, Hoyo, please! You have so many characters, make just a few more new body types.
I
Barbie's
mean,
a little bit
technically,
better, but not much. What's up?
technically, we kind of got another.
With Rio?
What
What?
Ito
Oh, with Ito?
what Ito should have had,
Oh,
because
yes, Ito's
because
not
Rio
as big, is he?
and Alhaitham too. Alhaitham is pretty large. Even Alhaitham has more muscle than Ito.
Because Ito was too old, I guess, in terms of that when they.
Yeah,
They could,
he was an earlier character.
I feel like that's something. I feel like that's something they could update. Like, updating mechanics is more difficult, but I reckon with like they could probably update models, right? I feel like that's something that they could do without getting into any trouble.
Honestly, I have no clue. It sort of depends, because even like people notice like like
Tell me, Steve.
you see Child later on in the game, and they're like, wow, he has not changed since he came in the game.
Yeah.
Huh? Why does he keep repeating his own name?
Surely not. Even I've never heard tell of a second Stanley.
Oh, Stanley. It should have been me. I should have been the one to die in the Meljabari that day. Why won't your spirit come and stop me from using your name?
Oh. Oh, I get it.
That's why I shut my mouth about you saying that stuff about his
Oh,
imaginary friend being
no.
himself.
Oh
That's why I
Oh.
said nothing.
This is so sad all of a sudden, actually. This got depressing.
If only you hadn't had to save a rookie like me, you would have never died in that windless corner of the world. You were a renowned adventurer, destined to become a legend one day. But now, that'll never happen, because your life was cut short.
Shame
All
on me.
because of a worthless tag along.
I made fun of a man whose friend and mentor is dead.
Does anyone get
But
what's
also,
going
why
on
are you
here?
shouting all of this in the middle of a bar in the city where everyone knows Stanley?
I think our friend really did make it to the Mare Javari. And I think the tragedy he encountered there was real too. But the real adventurer, the real Stanley, that was his partner, not him.
Alcohol is scary.
The real Stanley is the one who died to save our Stanley.
Wait, so the only reason our Stanley is called Stanley in the first place is because he stole the other Stanley's name?
I fear that may be the case.
Stanley, for so many years I've lived in fear. Fear that Mondstadt will forget all about you. So I tell you adventure stories at every opportunity.
This explains so much why he always... Okay, I get it now. It's depressing. It's not rage-inducing of, God, you narcissistic asshole. It's, oh.
Mondstadt must remember.
It's, oh, I want to carry on your legacy.
In the most depressing way
He's the greatest
possible.
adventurer there ever was, and he lives on. Stanley will never die, because I am Stanley. I am Stanley. I'm sorry, Stanley. I'm getting too old. Now.
I wonder how often he has this conversation with himself. Do you think like all of Mondstadt actually knows? Because he does this like every week. He just comes into D-Luke's bar and just shouts all this stuff, and like after like a year or two, everyone's like, yeah, no, that's quote unquote Stanley. He rants about the real Stanley every now and then. We just let him because it's too sad otherwise.
Are you guys planning on eavesdropping much longer?
I mean, only if you're done.
Yikes! We're busted!
We weren't exactly hiding.
This way!
Stanley doesn't feel like a real word anymore. Correct.
Save your questions. Just leave me in peace.
What?
Story of a man named Stanley.
Leave now. Don't make me tell you again.
Oh, D-Luke absolutely knows all this. Probably Kaya too. Let's be real. If it really is a secret, then D-Luke and Kaya both definitely know.
Honorary Knight, Venti, and Paimon. I'm so glad you guys are here.
You know, eventually people are gonna learn my name.
I've been looking for you everywhere. I wanted to thank you again for helping me find the sword and shield. My parents are finally supporting me.
Yay, I'm happy for you, but also that's kind of fucked up, but okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. They even said they're gonna pay for someone to fix up the Sword of Brilliant Valor and Shield of Magnificent Honor for me, so I can take them out on the road.
Okay, that feels a little bit more dangerous.
That's
Okay,
wonderful.
fine,
So,
you know,
Jack,
weapons are good.
Is this the part where you bid farewell to Mondstadt and set off on your intrepid trip traversing Teyvat?
No, not yet. I still don't have what it takes to go too far from home just yet. Besides, I'm sure Stanley still has a few stories left to tell. They're what inspired me to become an adventurer in the first place.
Do we tell him? Do we tell him what's the right call here? I don't know what to do about this.
Oh, you're drunk again. We'll see you tomorrow then. After your hangover wears off. Maybe you can tell me some more of your stories?
Your cat's playing with your bra like it's a toy. Katie says, Katie's like, play with the booby thing. It's fine. Or strings, I don't know what. Regardless. Pervert kitty, yes, correct. Kitty, why? Why are you pervert?
Stanley's really fond of that kid, don't you think?
Hi, Wisp.
Jack. Jack.
Jack left.
Oh, I see. Well, thank you for not telling him about my secret.
Hope you're doing well today. Don't worry, Stanley, we're not gonna fucking tell anyone, because again, I'm pretty sure the entire city knows. It's fine.
All of a sudden, you're facing
Except
the
for Jack.
facts? That isn't like you.
Just now, I couldn't bear to look at him. His adventurous spirit is so pure.
Nope, I know what to do. Stanley, there's only one option, alright? You're gonna have to die. Wait, no. Hold on. You're gonna have to become a really good adventurer. Is that more doable? Katha gets involved in boobs and then Whiff shows up. Perfect timing. No comment.
just a weary old feckless fraud. But that kid is a brand new shining star, full of potential. I cannot allow his dreams to be crushed.
You're a lurkin? Thank you for the lurkin. You changed your Firefox settings in one load stream? Tell me what you did. Maybe that's my problem.
You're not a total fraud. Stanley's adventure stories and experiences. They're all
I feel like I need to
true,
completely
aren't they?
reset, like reinstall Firefox sometimes as well. Like there are certain things that doesn't load that feel like it should, or like doesn't work properly. Like video embeds. Here's how to make. I did see that. I haven't done that, but I do need to do that. I haven't done that yet, but I just see. I was like, oh my god, it's back. B, have you heard about this? Do you remember back in the old days when back in the old days, like you can pause a YouTube video and it would buffer the whole thing. They don't do that anymore. There's a way to fix that.
Stories,
Thank God.
experiences. What's the point of them anymore? To be honest, my memories of adventuring and of Stanley, they're hazy these days. That's my biggest secret of all, and my biggest fear. All these years, I've been living to tell his story. But his personality and the details of his life, I don't remember them clearly anymore.
That would be the alcohol. It fucks with your brain. And also the trauma. Can't forget about the trauma.
But the one thing I can never forget is that he died in a windless land, where his spirit can never be recovered.
Exactly. Even in his memory, the real Stanley isn't the living, breathing friend he knew at all. Instead, he's become fixed on the image of him as that battle-scarred warrior. And that image has held him captive his entire life.
I'm too old. I never let go. But still, so much has slipped away.
I have a question. How did you not go back home to Mondstadt and people immediately realize that you weren't Stanley? Did you just, like, look so much alike? Has no one seen him for a few years?
I'm completely and utterly worthless.
I mean...
No adventurer should have to go that way. No adventurer ever.
I mean, no, if they were twins, I feel like that would have come up a little bit more. Yeah, no problem, Wisp. Biomass always had wow.
Hans Archibald.
My true name? How did you know? The wind. I can
Hey, for those who don't know, God's a twink.
I always believed you existed.
Will you hand me your old friend's spirit?
Huh?
I guess he did kind of look like Stanley, but your hair's not as dark. You don't have scars.
I can't believe it.
Congratulations, Stanley. Stanley, God, Stanley. Stanley, God's a twink.
Thank you all. And thank you, Lord Barbados. I'm sorry. It's gonna take me some time to calm back down. But I think that I'm gonna be okay.
You know what? I'm proud of you,
Oh,
Hans.
wonderful! Stanley reconnected with his true self and Jack can finally go his own way.
Are we just gonna keep calling him Stanley? Is that what's happening now?
This calls for a celebration. And by celebration, I do, of course, mean libation.
And by libation, you mean you're not leaving this tavern till you're too drunk to walk, right?
No, the wine here's too expensive. Jack still owes me some wine, though. He promised me a
It looks
rare
like you have the
vintage in
sub.
exchange for helping him out, remember?
I don't think it was posted, but you have it. I can definitely see you with the founder's badge.
I'll head off to fetch the wine. See you shortly. Let's meet at the usual place.
Huh? Where's that supposed to be? Why has Paimon never heard of it? Hey, Tone Deaf Board!
It did not. I'll just fix that though. Simple enough. Enjoy the jazz for a second. Up there. Ow. Liz, thank you for the gift subs. I appreciate it. There we go. Thank you, thank you. There we go. Now it's updated properly. Hey, Luke. So you knew all about that, right?
Stanley, so many years after the fact. It's not even his friend himself that holds him back anymore. But I, for one, am confident that the people of Mondstadt will not forget his friend's story.
Oh, did you also just now learn this? Or are you lying like you do? No, you're a liar, Luke. I know you're a liar, Batman. I remember you being Batman. I will never forget. Minty, why we always gotta meet up here?
You made it. Finally.
Look, look, I was dealing with something.
Just
Number
tell
had to go
us
up.
where you meet next time, okay? We looked everywhere. So, did you at least manage to find your wine?
Yep. Well, sort of. Jack made it out to be a rare collector's edition vintage, when actually it's just a half bottle of regular cider. This takes me back.
Cider is better than wine. Fight me.
The first time I saw this view, I hadn't even taken on this form yet. It was about 2,600 years ago, before the world had come under the rule of the Seven.
What he said? Jesus Christ.
At that time, Old Mondstadt was ruled by a tyrant, who sealed off the city's perimeter with a ferocious hurricane. Even the birds couldn't get in or out.
I'm sorry, 2,600 years ago? That's a long time.
Old Mondstadt? Oh, Paimon remembers. Nowadays it's known as Storm Terror's lair, right? You mentioned it before.
That's right. The Tyrant of the Winds who once ruled from that tower was Decarabian, god of storms. Back then, I was but a wisp among the thousand
wisp?
winds. I wasn't a god of anything. I didn't even have a human form. I was just a tiny elemental being who lived in the wind, a gentle breeze bringing subtle changes for the better, or tiny seeds of hope.
A tiny elemental being? Without a human form? Venti, do you mean you used to look different than you do now?
This brings up so many fascinating questions about Archons and their existence.
Yep. My current form is not so different from the situation with fake Stanley. I took the form of a friend.
Ah yes, tell me more, please.
In Old Mondstadt transpired the story to be told, where a tyrant ruled. I met a boy not that old. The lyre he played, and for a song he sought. But storm walls blocked blue sky. He was sincerely distraught. I do so wish to see the birds in flight, said he, his strong eyes filling with light. But his voice was lost in the howling wind's churn. For the whirlwind takes and gives not in return. The true sky and songs that cageless soar, were they not wishes worth fighting for? So the boy turned, extending his hand. Let us cast down the tyrant and his walls from this land. The young boy raised then the flag of revolt, and I threw myself into freedom's tumult. Victorious were we who fought to be free. Gods fell, winds whipped, nations shook violently. In the smoke, a despot met his doom. And we watched as his great tower fell none too soon. Mondstadt began anew, the story passed down, and since then never has another worn its crown.
So then what?
I love when it does the stained glass animations. It's so good. Every time.
What happened to your friend?
Oh, he had a bunch of arrows in his chest. That didn't. I don't think that looked survivable, Paimon. I'm sorry.
Say, Paimon, do you wish to hear the next part of the story?
Also, I'm trying to remember in the webtoon for Genshin. Was it not? Did they not have a king there, or did they just have really annoying nobles?
Yes, of course. The suspense is killing Paimon.
I don't remember.
Thought maybe it might have just been they were really annoying nobles that were the descendants of the old king.
Now's
Yeah,
the
because I
time
know
to suddenly get a
by the
craving
time
for
we
apples.
had someone when it was a lot of it was the Lawrence clan.
Yeah, right. That was the Lawrence clan. Probably just nobles then. That's Yudla's family.
Getting a little peckish or something.
Paimon's had it up to here with you.
You know, you're so smart it almost makes me uncomfortable sometimes. But then, maybe it's right that true friends can tell what the other is thinking. A refreshing drink, a gentle breeze. Moments like this always take me back to a song that I first heard from him. Fly, fly away. Like a bird in the sky. See the world on my behalf. To the heavens may you fly.
Venti, why you gotta make me cry? Why are you doing this to me?
And we're still waiting for this man to give us fucking part 2 of his story quest.
God damn it, Venti. Like, legit, in that last little part, the last 2 seconds there, I'm like, oh no, I'm starting to cry a little. But I think that's the end. Is that the end of that quest? It is indeed. So up next is Zhongli, I believe. Oh, Venti, why must you make me so sad? Alright, so if I recall, you said the important ones are basically the Archon quest, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll move on to... Or should we just go and finish Jean since we're here in Mondstadt? Yeah, let's do Zhongli. Zhongli, why is your quest out in the middle of the ocean?
Because he does
It's so annoying to get to, though. I don't have a... Well, I do have a boat, but not over here. I have a boat in Inazuma. Can I take the boat from Inazuma and bring it all the way to Liyue? Does that work?
Actually, yes. Actually, yes.
How long does it take?
Longer. Not is ice bridging is longer.
That's fair. Well, from Inazuma, yeah, but like, I can get to that ship right there. It won't take me long to get over to that one. Oh, it looks nice, especially if I change over to... I don't have the new Archon, so we'll just need Chi-Chi. I can't walk on water. I'm not Jesus.
I mean, I have Kokomi, but Kokomi only does it with a burst.
I don't have Kokomi.
I would have been able to if Dealer didn't fucking ruin my life.
For mercy.
Shudder!
bit too late. I mean, here's the thing. I have an untold number of stamina food to eat, so worst comes to worst. I just finally actually use those instead of hoarding.
I use them a lot when I'm exploring.
Right now, I think I need to, just to be safe. Where are they? Oh, you can only use one every 5 minutes? Lame.
That's just restoring your stamina. The foods that give you like that reduce how much you're using, you can use those as much as you want.
Okay, well I made it anyway, so it's fine. I don't believe I've accidentally started his before. I think this is the beginning of his quest. I think I just got captured. You're an esteemed guest from our farm. We welcome you as any other. This would be bad manners to show you the door after you've only just arrived, despite the fact that I definitely just walked on. Otherwise, I'm the one who has to answer to the boss. Guests are only allowed here by invitation. Most who sneak in, despite knowing the rules, are petty criminals with dubious intentions. All the guests you see here are by invitation, but by the boss's rules, they have to invite. Your best bet would be to mingle with the other guest. Sure. Let me just steal this chest off the back of your boat first.
So eat, drink, and be merry.
Or talk to Zhongli. That's fine. Hi, God number 2.
Oh? I didn't think I would see you here.
You're less of a twink than the other god we were just talking to.
Are these two your friends?
Yes, we had the fortune of meeting not too long ago. They are quite a knowledgeable and talented pair, and a pleasure to be around. Traveler, we were just discussing the history of Rex Lapis. Would you like to listen?
This, good sir, seems not to appreciate the almighty power of the Lord of Geo. As a professional archaeologist, I'm inclined to correct some of his erroneous views.
You have no idea what you're dealing with, and you never will. And I kinda don't feel bad for you.
We are discussing the whereabouts of the first Mora.
The first Mora?
As everyone knows, the Lord of Geo taught the ancient people of Liyue the craft of smelting, creating goods that allowed them to develop trade with the early nations of that time. Today, Liyue holds the sole right to cast Mora in the entire continent of Teyvat. The world's very first Mora should have been cast by the hands of the Lord of Geo himself thousands of years ago.
Pause on the story. Pause, hold on a second. B, are you still with us? Regardless if you're not. I thought the world was Teyvat? I thought it was the world, not the continent? What do you mean, the continent? Excuse me? Hello? I thought the Teyvat was the world?
It kind of gets its stuff sorted out a little bit later on because this is, remember, this is like early
True.
stuff.
This is still before probably 2.0.
This is like...
I said before.
No, I'm trying to think. This is like... That's way before 2.0. This would have been like 1 point something. Early 1 point something.
Interesting.
Because remember, he came out like 1.1.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean that his story quest came out at the same time.
I'm going
as far as I know.
Because I'd think it probably did.
Interesting. But that would make more sense because, like, so far on this continent is Mondstadt, Liyue, Sumeru, Fontaine. But Inazuma is, like, a bunch of islands way to the southeast. I don't know if that's still the same continent. You might probably still call it that, actually. I guess it could be the continent. Fuck, I never thought about that.
According to my research, as well as my own hypothesis, I believe that this coin of unique historical significance has been passed down secretly through the years as a kind of token. For example, perhaps the Qixing who control the Liyue use it in some kind of unknown ceremony they hold when they come to power.
No, no, no. My research indicates that the first Mora coin is not such a simple thing. Mora is
Yeah, this first one, his first one came out when he came out with just 1.1.
1.1, so almost base game.
Properties of weapon
Yeah.
enhancement.
Very close to the base. Curious properties
Yeah.
of weapon.
The world's first Mora would know.
Yeah, everybody's story quest came when they did.
Interesting.
My next historical treatise will boldly expound on the newest findings from my intense decade-long research. That is, that the Lord of Geo used this original Mora as a catalyst to enhance a dagger and a sword.
That's a very mystical way of what to do with a single little coin.
Dagger and a sword?
Well, buy the book when it comes out to read the full story. For now, I will only reveal this. The one who finds the dagger shall become supreme in Liyue, and the one who finds the sword may be crowned Liyue's sovereign.
Are those two not, like, I don't know, some sort of, the word I'm thinking of, like, at odds with each other? Those little theories? But also, like, boy, that's a lot of, aggrandizing. I recognize that Liyue is, like, the capitalist country.
I
But still.
can't say I agree. Let us not speak of the authenticity of the dagger and sword first. But Mora and money came about simply because they are a convenient measure of a contract's value. Rex Lapis just meant for Mora to serve as a catalyst for people to exchange and trade. The world's first Mora is probably just an ordinary coin created by Rex Lapis. As for its fate, the same as all Mora, I suspect. It was simply spent somewhere.
Ah, this is why they're saying he doesn't believe in the majesty of Rex Lapis and all that, despite actually being the dragon himself. But
I think that Mr. Hanshua's hypothesis seems reasonable. Mr. Zhongli's argument, on the other hand, lacks any evidence. How can you so easily dismiss the Lord of Geo's profound foresight?
Where's the evidence about the dagger and the sword? I almost said Zord. No, we're not Zording it up right now. There are no, what's the word? There are no Power Rangers here. There are no Zords.
No, I am not debating right or wrong. I am simply stating a fact.
Enough. Do you think you understand the Lord of Geo more than me?
I know but little about history, and I wouldn't dare to brag. But discussion is meaningless if everyone has the same opinion, no?
Well then, answer me this. Long ago, when Liyue Harbor was being constructed, the Lord of Geo taught the people how to build houses. The model home he used to teach them was completely cast from Mora, correct?
That is correct, indeed.
Okay, then tell me. Why would the Lord of Geo do something so extravagant, if not because of the mystical power that Mora contains?
There's a simple explanation, really. To the god of wealth and commerce, what material is easier to get than Mora?
He makes a very valid argument. It's like, I'm so fucking rich. I can literally make money out of thin air. I might as well fucking use it for something.
Oh.
Huh. I mean, I am talking about Rex Lapis.
Hey, buddy. I think she's on to you.
Excuse me, sir. I have some questions about archaeology. Can we find somewhere quiet to chat? I mean, if it's okay with you.
Okay, actually two options. Either she's on to you, or she's hitting on you. Or both.
Oh, it's no problem at all. But may my friend accompany us?
Both? Both
Perhaps
is good.
They could be of some help.
Of course. They can come if that's what pleases you, sir. Let's go.
To be fair, there's a lot of people that is like, wait, you're saying I have a chance to fuck God? Yeah, duh. fucking go. Let's do it. Not the god of my choice in this game in particular, but...
What I'm about to say is a bit disrespectful of the Lord of Geo and would draw a lot of angry looks. So it's best to discuss this somewhere quiet.
Oh, it's the secret third option.
Your argument just now exhibited a cuteness of speech and thought. Most importantly, you don't fall for the boasting and acting of the others. You remain objective. So I have a question for you. Perhaps you will answer differently from other scholars. Do you think that all the gods that the Geo Archon killed were evil?
Ooh, okay. This is a very moral, philosophical question.
Let's not analyze it in terms of good versus evil. Rex Lapis placed great importance on the integrity of contracts. So any gods he killed certainly must have broken some kind of contract.
Make a good point. I guess that's, well... When you put it in a very logical way like that, it's just like, maybe he wasn't all good.
The Lord of Geo wouldn't kill the innocent.
But when I was doing some research, I learned about the legend of the god of salt. The god of salt, Havria, was a very kind god, but she encountered Morax one day in battle.
What's that just mean on a regular basis, especially in a game like this? It's just like mystery after mystery.
Morax used a rather underhanded trick to assassinate her.
Oh, did he now? Looks over to Zhongli. Hey, man, what do you think about this? Well, this is an interesting story she's telling, huh? What do you think?
What? No way!
This bit of history is a long story. But you may not like the truth when you hear it.
Don't worry, please tell me what you know. This event, I've already searched for answers for a long time.
No, it's just... Where should I begin?
And we start by talking about who this other god was. Let's start there. Okay.
Over here, Mr. Zhongli. I've been looking for you. So you're over here all this time.
Mr. Fatui, sir. What are you doing here? You already got the gnosis. Please leave.
Put down your weapon and stay back. Otherwise, Paimon's reporting you to the Millilith.
First of all, I'm not holding a weapon.
That we can see. I don't know if you noticed this. Everyone here in this world seems to be able to just manifest them out of thin air.
There's no need to overreact now. I'm simply an archaeological researcher from Snezhnaya. I'm not here for trouble.
The Fatui say that every time.
But this time, I registered with the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs. I could show you the official documentation if you want to see it.
No, that sounds boring. You carry on.
I will be conducting an
That's
archaeological
like a lot of
survey
reading
here, the results of which will all be shared with the ministry. I heard that Wangsheng Funeral Parlor had a consultant named Zhang Li, with immense knowledge of ancient history and archaeology. So I paid Wangsheng Funeral Parlor a handsome amount to hire Zhang Li as my own consultant while I'm in town.
So you mean to say that this is work for the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, yes?
Were you just sold by Hu Tao for like a couple of days without your knowledge?
Well, since it's work, I don't have a choice. A consultant of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor must respect their duty.
You and your contract.
Of course you would be such a reasonable man. Well then, let's head out now, shall we?
Oh, wait, can we talk to this nice lady while we do the
Wait,
walk and talk?
if you were studying archaeology, can I go too? I am also a scholar in this field, so I can help.
That will give us a chance to continue the topic we were just discussing. Oh, and you should tag along too. This experience may be of help to you on your future adventures. It is a story from before the rise of the Seven. Although the god of salt has already perished, it will still be a meaningful experience for your journey.
Call the god of salt a kind woman. Do you think the god of salt was actually just like someone who got really angry at video games super easily? Like every time something didn't go her way, she just would get super pissed.
Wait. This is an archaeological expedition, not a tour group. That's too many people.
But this friend of mine has a treasure-finding talent, surpassed by no one. It will surely be of great help to us.
I also have emergency rations. Exhibit A. Paimon.
Oh? What talent?
If my friend espies a treasure chest, they will absolutely find a way to open it.
I'm magic like that.
Good at that too.
Well, that is quite enticing. All right, then.
Speaking of which, there's one on the ship that I haven't stolen. I mean purloined. I mean opened. I mean taken. I mean... Don't worry about it.
Well, let's go. There's no time to waste. When the Overlord of the Vortex was crushed by the Jade Chamber recently, perhaps something of interest was washed ashore. An ancient artifact would be good. Traces of ancient activity would be great. But a piece of the god's limb would be even better. Who knows what surprises we may find.
Don't like when the Fatui are after pieces of gods. It's not a good thing. Speaking of treasure chest.
Wow, I've never seen half the stuff in here before.
Oh my god. A piece of that ass? Never mind. Everyone's looking for that. To be fair, well, yeah. Always good to find one of those. Where was that treasure chest we saw earlier? Oh, hold on. You want to see Cat? No, I'm in the water. Mess up. Hold on. Hold on.
Yep.
Oh, I'm about to run out of stamina. There we go. Cat in a box. I can just... She sit. I can't talk. Why is she cat in a box? She's a mail carrier. She does deliveries. I think that's a good reason. There's also a little Tanuki.
Looks kind of cozy in here. Nap time.
Look at the little Tanuki. Oh, hold on. Wait. Let me get some other team of the smalls. Let's see here. You are small and adorable. You, other cat. Small. Also small. This is
Hurry
good.
up. Mora waits for no one.
Team Tiny. Look at this. This Wisp has found his friends. We have the zombie who works for a pharmacy. We have the bartender who hates alcohol. We have the ninja. And we have the capitalist. With the genie. I'll look around. I think I have... Let me see if I have some other smalls. Let's see here. I got those four. Bigger. Only Fox. Friend of Caden's character. Shrimp. Big guy. Shrimp boat. I think those are the smallest characters. Another cat. Anubis. A dog.
I forgot that I was muted because I was doing stuff, but I'm pretty sure Dory's like late teens to an adult. She's
Oh no,
just
she's
short.
absolutely an adult, but she's tiny. Oh, here's the other tiny. I was like, I feel like there's one more.
There is another, you just don't have her.
That's true. I don't have the ultimate tiny. I don't have the 500-year-old tiny. I don't have Nahida. That's
Oh,
depressing.
no, I forgot. I know. I was talking about Klee.
That's true. I also don't have the arsonist. Forgot about her. You're right. I'm missing two tinies. I don't think I have any way to show them off at the moment.
You can send a character archive, I think.
Oh, that's a good point. Hold on. Let me. In where?
Character archive. Just go to your Paimon menu.
I'm on menu. Here we go. Let's see here. Nagita! She's a god. She's a very adorable god. Look at her. She's so cute. What else? And there's where is she? There she is. She likes bombs.
These bombs, so heavy.
And yeah, I think that's all of them.
Coming eventually. I don't know what patch she's gonna be released in.
Who?
Siegeween. I don't know what patch she's gonna be released in though.
Yeah, you would like Klee. Klee, very much is throws bombs everywhere. Let's see if I can. Wait, hold on. Let's see if I don't think I can show the animations, but I can at least. Explosives expert. He makes things go boom. Sometimes by accident, usually by accident, but also on purpose.
Say by accident.
Eh.
This place looks
Look,
so
it's an
ordinary.
accident that things get
Can
hurt.
we really find anything valuable here?
Huh?
And then, of course, there's also Paimon. Paimon is also tiny.
I don't mean the scenery, but rather that there should be something out of the ordinary. A big battle did just occur and all, and I don't even know where to begin looking here.
Guyan Stone Forest is actually the perfect place to be, if you wish to learn about the gods or the history of the Archon War. Legend has it that Rex Lapis threw spears made of large rock into the sea here, piercing and crushing the overlord of the vortex.
Until he came back and we beat the shit out of him.
After many years of wind erosion, those stone spears have turned into the unique rock formations we see now.
These mountains were the Lord of Geo's weapons?
What we see now is just the part of them that remains. The stone spears hurled by Rex Lapis all those years ago were much greater, both in number and in size. But due to the different angles they landed at, their large centers of mass, erosion by seawater, and years of gravity, many of them have been completely swallowed by the sea. So besides wind erosion, the initial collapsing of the stone spears also played a big part in the formation of Guyan Stone Forest.
Well, a god able to fight one so powerful as Rex Lapis was certainly very strong in its own right.
Indeed. This is where the value lies in research at Guyan Stone Forest. Most of the objects from that time were lost to the sea. But the gigantic waves created by the overlord of the vortex have given those sunken objects a chance to see the light of day again.
So you're saying that if we look carefully, we'll be able to get very, very rich?
I mean, yes, but also, is that why you're...
I mean, rich with archaeological knowledge and historical value, yes? That's all I seek in life.
You just rolled a fucking flat 10 on deception.
Well, since we brought so many people, I think it would be best to split up and look.
Also, if you want rich, there's a treasure weasel right there.
Okay then, I will go with my friend here.
I think it's
Although
D20.
I have a smattering of knowledge in various
I do have that command though.
When it comes to archaeology, I can't compete with the expert.
Actually, I have a... Ooh, that's a good roll. I actually have one for all the different D&D dice.
Huh? Me?
What's the matter? This is your profession. Why are you so surprised?
I get it. I'll escort him then.
Okay. If we find anything valuable or rare, let's
16's
meet on
a
the
very
shore
good roll.
opposite from here. The ancient god probably left
Oh
behind
my god,
lots of
this is stop
elemental
moving out of my circle.
marks. Following them should make our search much easier.
Give me your Mora.
Go ahead then.
Oh, I
Use
lost
your
it.
elemental sight to look for any marks.
Give me your Mora. Thank you, Treasure Weasel. Look at how cute it is.
Or you can actually hit it just to get your stuff faster.
Yeah, but that was kind of sad.
Sometimes I get tired of chasing it.
I mean, yeah. That's fair.
No.
What's funny is this is the path that's leading me over to the geohypostasis.
Stand with me. Crush.
Can eat 4 more boss mods.
So many boss materials. God, I need to grind them. I also need to grind artifacts still.
Until
Haven't done that in a while.
tomorrow. I've been doing nothing but
Maybe one stream soon. We're just gonna grind artifacts
More speed.
and boss materials.
I'm pretty sure with all that fragile resid you have, you can do a lot.
I have 45.
God, I wish that were me.
I don't ever use them. You have some max. I don't have a single maxed out character in anything.
Those characters I maxed out. To be fair, some of that wasn't even worth. Some of that was just me having to spend years in the mines.
That's, I mean, yeah. The Genshin mines?
Yeah.
Oh, no, back down to the Genshin mines again.
Actually, to be fair, I only have one character completely maxed out.
Is it Lenny?
No, it's Albedo. He's the only one I have completely maxed out.
That actually makes sense for you.
Level 90 triple crown. He's the only one I have like that right now.
Because I think I have a couple characters that are level 80, but none that are level 90 yet.
It's like some of them I would have Lenny, but the issue is the boss just never wants to drop the material I need for his talents.
Pain in the butt, that is.
Yeah, yeah. Because let me see. How many do I have of the other ones?
Yeah, I have 4 characters that at least have the ascension up to level 80.
I have 8 of one type, 6 of another. The one I actually need, I have 2 of them, and the other one I only recently just got. And I think I need like 6. And I think I need like 6 of them.
Stone Forest is a place where a god was defeated.
Actually, though.
And its remnants
actually,
still
wait,
the area
because
to this day.
I swear to God, if he needs the same thing, I'm going to scream.
More speed.
Wait, I think he does actually.
Damn
it!
Beg for mercy.
Hey, at least you know it's a boss that you can beat the shit out of.
Oh, I knew I could beat the shit out of it. It's just the fact that I need it for both Linny and Risley, so that does not help me.
I know, because the bosses take time to respawn.
No, I'm talking about the weekly bosses.
Oh, that's even worse.
For talents.
More speed.
Rest in peace.
Like with weekly bosses or whatever, this stuff is annoying.
It really is a game where they're like, hey, we're gonna make you spend 1,000,000 years doing anything to max out.
At least that gives me something to do.
That's fair. Meanwhile, I'm just like, I have other things. Fine. That's why I'm not nearly as concerned about it.
I was like, what I need books. That's the only reason you're not. Oh. The only reason Ayaka's not triple crowned is because I just have not gotten books. I could do it today. I just don't feel like it. What do I need?
Oh my goodness, I have stuff to make the crabs.
Ew, I need like 40 of them. I don't want to do that.
Okay, some cooking is done.
The heat is also close. What do you need? You need boss mats anyway. I don't feel like doing that.
I'm so glad that Eula is on basically all of my teams. That way I can just get Core Lapis so much easier.
Yeah. You need books until that's crowned. Okay.
Why Why is there foul on top of this rock? What happened here?
Probably the whatever was sitting on there died. They do that sometimes.
Poor things. There was no saving them. Ah! I'm frozen!
Yeah.
Oh, I need books for you.
Are they being the most annoying bugs, or are they different bugs?
No, it's just I don't
More speed.
feel like doing it.
That's fair.
They're gathering together here. But
Also, because me having to choose because I only have 2 of these damn boss mats and I'm not using my goddamn my dream solvent again.
What was Dream Solvent?
Just to basically like to
Oh, conversion?
transform things. Yeah, for conversion.
I have a
As I could, but it's like it's already hard enough for me to get them. I have 3 now. I'm keeping it that way until I like really need them.
No, I don't like fighting you with the ocean did. Go away.
Shudder.
You get used to them.
I mean, yeah, once again, luckily, Zhongli.
It's just a stone.
That's what it's like. Yeah, you could use them after strongly.
God, Zhongli was a random accidental grab, but oh my goodness, what a good one.
Back.
Sometimes you have that character you were not aiming for, you get them anyway, just because you were trying to do something else, and now you're like, I can't live without you. Oh, god damn it!
Ibis, decent roll, not bad. It's above average. Good, not good, not bad at all.
You call yourself a scholar of archaeology? You can't even recognize this or that. What are you good for?
We all have our areas of expertise. I already tried very hard to explain.
Oh, stop arguing. What in the world happened?
This girl just keeps bragging about how she's an archaeologist, but she doesn't even know anything about the surrounding ruins. I even know more than her.
I feel like she's not the one bragging
She
though.
left me to rely solely on guessing, experience, to find anything valuable to take back. Ugh,
You
what
are
a waste of
terrible at this
time.
lying thing. You're getting worse at it. What's my roll? I'm gonna roll for you, Clement, for your deception. Okay, I don't know how you rolled a 14.
It'd be like that sometimes.
I guess that's why everyone is believing this BS.
I've just been researching the god of salt, so I'm not familiar with sea relics. Is that so strange? And you kept asking about how much Mora everything is worth. Can the value of relics only be measured in Mora?
I mean, isn't measuring their value in Mora the easiest way? This also matches the traditions of Liyue, does it not?
Now, calm down. No need to make a fuss. We were able to bring back some intriguing objects. Let's have a look. Oh, what a shame. These objects were indeed washed ashore by the Overlord of the Vortex, but they have nothing to do with the god besides being in the vicinity at the time. The stone slab we found, however, has a mysterious pattern and faint aura of divine power. Perhaps it will be useful for research purposes.
Quick, give it to me. At least we didn't come for nothing. The power of the gods, yes!
I mean, you did pay for us to look for stuff for you, so I guess technically it's yours at the moment.
Oh, but these other objects are certainly worth a little something, right? It should be enough to cover the cost of hiring you. It's all mine.
Is Zhongli really so cheap? The answer is yes.
So, it's only valuable for research if there are remnants of divine power on it?
Not at all. My quest to uncover the history of the god of salt is because history can tell us about culture and beliefs. But you're just trying to use archaeology to get rich.
Nonsense! I'm a professional archaeology researcher from Snezhnaya. I swear, if I'm lying, may the Lord of Geo strike me down.
Zhongli, you heard him. You heard him. Oh wait, you gave up that title. Well, you
You
heard him
sure
anyways.
did.
Oh, by the way, you probably don't want to sell
Wait,
that
give me a
she
second.
cup.
All right, see you in a bit. By beast, I think you missed it when that was basically what.
Oh? Why's that?
The goddess Salt. They're just someone who got mad at a bunch of video games over and over. It's fucking angry video game nerd. That's who the goddess Salt is.
Teacup. It's part of Ningguang's collection. It must have fallen here along with the Jade Chamber. So unless you want to mess with the Qixing...
Ah, I see. What a shame. It was of such high quality, too.
See? You do want to sell these objects!
But, so what? Why can't I pursue wealth both intellectual and material? Don't be so simple-minded. All right, then. No need to stay here any longer. I'm rather quite intrigued by the God of Salt, too, actually. Let's go to Saltarai next.
Hold on, let me pick up this conch. Okay, I'm ready. Also here, may the god of Geo strike you down. Oh, wait, no, hold on, even better. May the god of Geo strike you down.
This is order.
With a meteor. That was a wonderful use of a burst. No one can tell me otherwise.
Solidify.
That was fun. Sometimes it does good to just strike down your people who annoy you with a meteor.
Time to scout.
Well, now this looks interesting.
I heard that Saltarai was once the home of the God of Salt's people. Therefore, there's sure to be loads of valuable relics nearby.
Oh, he just completely dropped the pretense that he cares about... Okay, that's fine. Whatever.
According to legend, the people of the god of Salt, Havria, enjoyed prosperous lives under her protection.
Why did she die? Wait. Hold on. Lexus once told you... Well, okay. B's busy with something. I feel like Lexus and B once told me a bit of a story, but I don't remember if that was part of the main story quest, or they just went ahead and told me this story. But I guess we'll find out.
I know Lexus had talked about it. I'm trying to remember if it was...
Treasure hoarders in the
Was she this... I actually never remember if she was the same person.
Well, because we talked about the flowers.
Yeah, honestly, I don't remember if she was the same person or not, because I don't remember all her lore.
Oh, good. That's just great. If I knew it was picked this clean before, I wouldn't have come.
Though we had also learned more about her and again,
Events.
learning things from events that you can't relive.
About
Boo.
that, I know there's a ruin deep in this cave here. It's related to the god of Salt, which is actually how the area originally got its name of Saltarai. However, the ruin entrance has been sealed by a mysterious power. Nobody has been able to break the seal.
Looks to the Lord of Geo. I mean Rex Lapis. I mean Morax. I mean Zhongli. Definitely not any of those other names.
I found a mechanism that seemed to be related to the seal, but when I undid the mechanism, the seal wasn't affected at all. So at the moment, the seal's origin and how to break it are very important topics in my research on the god of Salt. I don't know. There's no concrete evidence. But I'm pretty sure the seal is meant to hide some kind of long-forgotten truth. The god of Salt was a benevolent god, adored by the people, not to mention powerful. She wouldn't have any kind of shameful secrets to hide. So, the one who wants to hide some truth is very possibly her killer, Morax.
Zhongli, do you want to refute this at all?
This doesn't sound like something the Lord of Geo would do, though.
Who cares about all that? It sounds like countless treasures of the God of Salt lie within this ruin, just waiting for someone to find them, right?
You weren't listening at all, were you? Ugh. Even if there's a mountain of treasures inside, nobody can get in if the seal isn't broken.
Ah, but we have the illustrious Mr. Zhongli with us. He looks like he knows just about everything. A little seal shouldn't be any trouble for him.
This seal seems to be quite ancient. Even Mr. Zhongli may not know all of its secrets.
I may know something about it.
Look, even this guy won't know. I think I know something. See, he said he just... Bitch, what do you mean you know something?
Over the years, I've heard various rumors with bits of knowledge about seals. Although their references seem rather disorderly, they do in fact contain the secret to breaking seals. Let's go take a look at the mechanism Miss Wanyan just mentioned.
Okay, since Mr. Zhongli says so, follow me then.
Zhongli, you're potentially too helpful for your own good. Oh, look at the big boy. Look at the big rock boy. Let's go beat up the big rock boy. Hi, big rock boy.
Our bond is strong. Everybody stand back. Let's beg for mercy.
Ego smashy. Ego smashy. Look at the smash. That's a good smash. My smash is better though.
Stand with me. Rack and ruin.
Stabilize.
Hold on.
Order guide you.
Beg for mercy.
Was the meteor necessary? No. Is it fun anyways? Absolutely. Every time. Oh, there's one more. I feel like I'm killing them for no reason. I didn't need to fight them. I'll take their materials anyways. I picked up a frog. You know what, Wisp? You're absolutely right. Style points are very important.
Here that, when put together, look like they definitely had to do with the goddess.
I mean, look
Salt.
at all they're wearing.
According to the inscription on the side,
Style is
if one
definitely more
looks from
important
a
than anything
certain
else.
angle, the secret to the mechanism will be revealed.
Oh, I was not paying attention.
See that? Although we activated the mechanism, nothing happened to the seal.
That's because there's actually another mechanism that must be activated.
Another?
Let me lead the way from here.
Hold on. Here we observe a pair of hilichurls just hanging out, having a good time. They're just resting, vibing by the water. Maybe they're going on a date. Perhaps that one just asked the other one out, finally, after years and years and centuries of, you know, just waiting and longing.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as...
Because, you know, hilichurls, they're immortal. They can't die.
But where are those?
Every time we kill them, they just kind of teleport somewhere else. Let's just leave them be. Oh, never mind. They want to fight.
Solidify.
Shudder.
I'm sorry to ruin your day, but you attacked me. They're fine. Don't worry about it.
This place seems familiar. Huh, I remember. I think there's some elemental monuments here. So you're saying they're related to all this? When I investigated the seal last time, I had someone with a vision accompany me.
I just realized there's no one with a vision in this picture. And yet two people with a lot of elemental power.
It'd be like that.
But when we lit up all the elemental monuments, nothing happened.
Were they Geo?
That's because you don't just need to activate them at the same time, but in a certain order as well. Otherwise, the seal will not be broken. The secret to this puzzle is hidden in the legends about the Archon War. Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingce in the north. All desolate and devoid of life. Liyue is vast, yet even one haven is hard to find.
So south, east, west, and north?
To the north, to the east. Do the people of Liyue always talk in riddles?
Shut your mouth or I'll shut it for you.
I think I've heard this saying before.
Certainly
To be fair, he's not wrong. They kind of do.
and
I
the
mean, yeah, but
contents
a
this
lot of
saying
people in
are
this
also
game
related
talk in
to the
riddles.
god of salt. To provide a haven for her people, whose lives had been ravaged by the Archon War, this benevolent god searched all across Liyue. At that time,
But also,
with
if the
chaotic
poetry
fires
event
of
taught me
war
anything,
engulfing the land,
Liyue is definitely
even
the place
one
with the
sliver
most
of peace was a
flowery
luxury.
language.
and that haven she eventually found is right here. Today, it is known as Sal Turai.
How sad then. In the end, this peaceful place was destroyed by Morax.
Okay, enough with these ancient stories. Now that we have the clue, hurry up and break the seal. Whatever happened doesn't matter as long as we can get inside that ruin.
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingse in the north. With this clue, you should be able to solve the puzzle.
Alright, where are they? Okay, here we go. South. East. Ignore the Hill of Turtles. Oh, I might want to put a shield on before Kuki dies. Where's the west one? Oh, there it is.
Our bond is strong. Look! The seal really was broken. Mr. Zhongli is indeed quite remarkable.
It was nothing, really. Now, it's time that people learn the hidden truth lost to time.
More speed.
The salty boys, they they just rage too much. They don't, sometimes you just need to calm down, relax, and then, you'll understand. You'll be able to get through the problem. Okay, I was about to say, I want that chest. Fire should have freed it. Just took a moment.
Crush!
Alright, who wants to jump first?
Before entering the ruin,
Limnet?
I have a proposal.
You're always so
that
excited.
will help us prevent the kind of senseless arguing between you two that we saw at Guyonstone Forest.
Okay. What is it?
I propose you two agree upon a contract, stipulating that we alternate who gets claim to each treasure we encounter, with only one object permitted per claim. To show my sincerity, I won't be taking any treasure. This will just be between you all.
Hey! Don't pass an opportunity like this up so easily!
I don't agree. I mean, you want me to split the treasure with this amateur archaeologist? No, absolutely not.
Alright, why don't you stand over the edge? Just look over the edge. You see down there? Shove.
I don't agree either. He will only defile the precious relics left behind by the god of salt. I can't accept this.
I agree with you more.
Well then.
But also,
if the contract is not agreed upon, I will no longer serve as your consultant on this expedition. You will have to rely on your own experience to find whatever treasures are hidden in this ruin, as well as traps.
You have the audacity to demand this. Okay then. Even half of the treasure in the long-sealed ruin of the God of Salt should be enough to make a fortune.
If you want me to agree upon this contract, So be it. I just have one request, Mr. Zhongli. If we discover the truth behind the God of Salt, you must judge it fairly, even if the truth harms Morax's image.
I can accept this arrangement. Well then, let's go.
He's simply telling them to put on their get-along shirt.
Ooh, by the grass.
Under the
I need this.
umbrella, or you'll get soaked. You can't risk catching a cold, because it might turn into something more serious. And if that happens, well, I can't go avenging my clan by picking on the sick now, can I?
The get along shirt, everyone's favorite shirt. Or is everyone's least favorite shirt? Depends on who you are, I guess. Oh, I wasn't... It felt like there's... Oh, there's just fog. I was like, what? Water. Lapis. At. Wait, how many... Where am I at? You motherfucker, I still need 57 more. God, it hurts. It hurts. It's fine. Okay. 56 more. Zhongli, why do you hurt my soul?
More speed.
Oh, actually, there's a lot in this cave. No, go away. Hold on. I'm excavating here.
Beg for mercy.
Stabilize.
Dissipate. Crush. Beg for mercy.
Oops. You ever accidentally walk into a pond while you're, you know, spitting out electricity and kill a bunch of fish?
Solidify.
Get with me.
It's fine. Accident though it may be, food will come later. Seal is broken and both the treasure and the tail of the god and salt wait within. The party pushes on. Wait. Did you steal my Zhongli? You did. Wait, what is this? Increase your shield strength by 20%.
Oh, his signature.
I know, but that's why I'm reading it. But somehow the black tassel is better still?
Yeah, it is actually.
That's really funny. I love that this
his signature is better on other people.
Increases shield strength by 20%. So no, well, no. Let's say that would not work on Noelle because Noelle can't use the spear. Okay, what about at a max refinement rank? Would it then be better? Ooh. 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 I don't like what I'm looking at here. Ooh, this is kind of brutal.
Are these statues?
No. These
are bizarre looking. Ooh, it appears to be made of salt? Oh no!
Followers of the god of salt.
How did they become this way?
What in the world is hidden deep in this ruin?
The fact that they're covered in salt and not stone is good. Good for you, Zhongli. Hey, this might absolve you of wrongdoings. But also, kind of fucked up. Not gonna lie. It's not good, regardless. Saltiest area on the planet. Oh, a League of Legends, what's the word? I lost the word, damn it. Team? Game? Fuck.
Crumble.
Choke failed. Abort, abort.
Rise.
Match, yes, sure. Whatever the appropriate word in this situation is. The entire fandom, the entire player base, is that better? Does that work? What were they all praying to?
Look at this. It's filled halfway with salt.
Hopefully not people salt.
It just looks like a fancy salt holder. Seems like the god of salt was a god lacking in treasures.
You know what? I think you're the real salty one here. I think it's him. I think he's the salt.
According to my knowledge, it's no ordinary vessel. Although it is only half full, it is also forever half full. That is to say, it is bottomless.
What? You're
Up
saying
with
that
no
even
bottom?
if I pour the salt out, the amount inside won't change?
Wow, do you know how much money that actually is worth? Like, infinite salt?
Exactly.
Able to produce endless salt. The god of
Question.
salt is powerful indeed.
Question. If I pour it out, does like the old salt eventually disappear? Because like, damn, salt's a very like expensive commodity. Wars have been fought over that shit.
Finally, after all that effort, I've found precious treasure. I claim this is mine. I just need to pour the endless salt into 1,000 or 10,000 bags. I can sell it and make a fortune.
Hey, how can you use a relic of the god of salt for such a shallow pursuit?
I mean, it's
If
also not,
Mr.
it's also in
Clement
wars.
wants this salt chalice, then the next object we find will belong to Miss Wanyan, according to the contract agreed upon.
Of course, as we agreed. But how can anything be worth more than this rare find?
Since we have a contract, it's no use for me to fight with him.
Then let's move on, shall we?
A cup of salt is the tears of those who I have made rage. Mini a video game. Anyways.
Shut up! Beg for mercy.
How many tears must it take to fill up a cup that big with salt? Who knows? Oh, hold on.
Crumble!
Haha! I was right. I was like, this is probably how to do this. Ooh, what is this? You look cool.
Just a simple ruler. It doesn't look to be worth anything.
This, if I remember correctly, this is some kind of measuring tool.
Indeed. But the god of salt imbued it with another power. When you stick this ruler in the ground, the surrounding area will become covered in salt, much like a rising tide covers the earth.
Okay, maybe we leave that one there. Maybe we like don't put that near the ground. Let's put that in a bag somewhere.
The deeper it is
Let it
stuck
touch
in
the
the
ground.
ground, the more salt will appear. It is essentially a bumper harvest of salt.
Sounds really dangerous. That's a good way to like kill a bunch of land.
That's even better than the salt chalice.
No, that's worse.
Well then, according to our contract, the salt ruler
That
goes
sounds
to Miss
terrible.
Wanyan.
That sounds like a weapon.
No, unacceptable. I paid for and organized this entire expedition. Why should I get the short end of the stick?
You already have infinite money.
And this
Fuck
girl
off.
has been useless. Why would she get anything?
Oh boy, here we go again.
So you are saying you want to break the contract?
Exactly. You don't need to farm it. You just pour it into a bag. It's infinitely better than this. Like, unless you're planning on using this as a weapon.
So what if I break it? Now that I've seen how the mechanisms in this ruin work, I no longer need you. Let's not forget who hired who here. Why should I let you make the rules?
I'm the one with the weapon.
Because you agreed to a contract. Rex Lapis once said, "Ones who break their contracts shall suffer the wrath of the rock."
That is one of
Dwayne?
your Liyue gods. I am from Snezhnaya. I
will suffer the wrath of the rock. You may find it rather
Did anyone know what
unpleasant.
Dwayne Johnson's signature move was when he was a wrestler? Because I feel like we're about to find out.
Pay your
Oh.
dues.
Hey, look, he has weapons.
Solidify.
Hi.
This is order.
Wrath of the Rock. Bitch.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Let's light it.
Forgetting you're there.
Freeze to the core.
Oh, he was Fatui the whole time. He just didn't have a weapon. He just called himself an archaeologist.
I shall confiscate your treasure as well.
Zhongli, your pillar. Thank you.
You are not worthy to continue any further into the ruin. Leave this place.
Oh, darn you! Just you wait.
Bye. Be thankful we didn't kill you.
Some archaeological survey. He could only pretend for so long. Hey, Paimon likes Mora, but Paimon doesn't do bad things.
Clement's wrongdoing stemmed from greed, yes. But besides greed, there are many other things that may tempt us to break contracts. When people see the object of their dreams, how many are really able to control their desire and follow the contract? I think we should be honest with each other now.
Huh? Be honest about what?
About the fact that he's fucking the god of the... No, he's not fucking the Lord of Geo. He is the Lord of Geo. Let me rephrase that. Child is occasionally...
I mean, it's true.
Look, he is the sugar... He is Morax's sugar daddy.
That in truth, not a single member of this archaeological expedition
He's
came
the
here for
fucking Lord of
archaeology.
Geo. Child is fucking the Lord of Geo. There's a difference.
Why do you say that?
Miss, you lack even the most basic archaeological knowledge, and can recognize naught
That's
but
true.
a few simple relics.
But Zhongli's a good dude.
However,
He's fine.
You
I don't
are
want him
an
to go fuck
expert
himself.
when it comes to anything regarding the god of salt. You aren't interested in archaeology or relics. What you're really interested in is the god of salt.
I feel like yes, that's kind of been obvious. That's all she's
I
cared about.
believe those legends about the god of salt that you mentioned on the Pearl Galley are passed down between generations at Yinyuan Hall.
Okay, that's enough. Sir, you are indeed a man of great knowledge and talents. I seem to have been right to seek you out once I plucked up my courage. You're right. I'm not a scholar of archaeology. I come from one of the 8 trades under the jurisdiction of the Qixing, Yinyuan Hall of the salt industry. Our ancestors were those protected by the god of salt all those years ago, when the Archon War engulfed the land in chaos.
Come to think of it, I've never heard you say Rex Lapis or Lord of Geo. You've always called him Morax.
Oh, right. Now that you mention it, the people of Liyue very seldom use the name Morax.
During the war, Morax assassinated our god out of envy for her power. He left us alone and lost in the world. We hate him. But this is Morax's Liyue after all. And its history is written as he wishes.
Well, yeah, sort of. Written by the victors.
So I seek proof of Morax's guilt. He has blood on his hands and cruelty in his heart.
Well, one of those things is true. I think the only thing in his heart is a love of knowledge and food and flowers. And just a desire to live out his life as a retired old man.
We agreed to a contract that we will face the truth head on, didn't we, Mr. Zhongli? You must judge this history fairly.
Naturally, of course. But I must add, Liyue is no longer Morax's Liyue.
And because he faked his death. And no one knows that he's Rex Lapis, aka Morax, aka the Lord of Geo.
Come with me. All the answers you seek lie ahead.
A dragon fell out of the sky. It was very dramatic. Okay, I know what I have to do. Hold on. I missed.
Quake!
There we go. Sometimes you just need to do. Okay. Hi, friends. Oh, you're not here to help me, are you?
Stand with me.
All right.
I'll settle this.
Stabilize.
Rack and ruin.
A bond is strong. Let's light it up.
Keep forgetting that it's moved. Strongly, and it's like, no, I don't want him in that spot.
I condemn you.
There we go. All right. Oh no, there's more. Okay, fine. You get the meteor.
Flood of frost. Crush. Rack and ruin.
Now then. Ooh, more relics. Oh, that looks like a sword.
This is a sword?
Well, it's missing its hilt though.
Aha! It's a broken sword. This is proof. This proves that the god of salt had to fight back against the evil Morax. But sadly, she was defeated.
You're putting a lot. Okay. I have a question for you, ma'am. Have you not noticed all the statues are made of salt and not rock? First of all. Second of all, I feel like this doesn't really prove that much, unfortunately.
The power of this sword surely is much greater than that of the salt chalice and salt ruler.
No, I think it's just a sword.
If we can repair the sword, then we can show the world the mighty power of the god of salt.
It does look like something left behind after being defeated in battle.
2 pieces of a broken sword.
Exactly,
From an
Wisp.
archaeological perspective, these are 2 separate relics. According to the contract, you can only claim one.
Why? We were alternating claims to treasure, true. But Clement is no longer here.
Yes, but the only one object per claim clause still holds true. You cannot take 2 relics at the same time.
This logic!
Zhongli, she seems like a good person, and no one is fighting over the treasure. How about you let this one slide, huh?
When there's a contract, nothing can be allowed to slide. If the contract is not followed, then it is broken.
No! If I only take 1/2, then it can't be repaired, and the power of the god of salt cannot be restored, no matter what. I must be faithful to her, even if it breaks the contract. I don't care.
I don't want to fight you. You don't seem like a fighter.
So you are already decided? Then there is a price to pay for breaking the contract.
Zhongli!
That is to say, you consign yourself to suffer the wrath of the rock.
That's okay. The god of salt gave
I have
up
a
her
feeling
life
he's
to
planning
protect her
something.
people. Might punish me however you want. Just let me take this proof of my faith.
No, you can't hit her!
Perhaps that punishment would be easier for her. But, as punishment, I will tell you the truth.
Oh, this is his wrath.
Huh? The truth? You mean the truth is my punishment?
Yeah, this is gonna hurt you more than anything else.
The truth that I am about to tell you shall be your price to pay for breaking the contract. I'm afraid to say that the god of salt, Havria, was not the powerful god you imagine her to be. Rather, she was a small and weak god who yielded to all other gods. When it came to war, she lost, never able to win a seat among the 7.
What?
During the Archon War, the gods of this world used all their strength and cunning to vie for control of Tevat. But Havria instead chose to flee. She thought that by giving up before a fight could start, she could save herself and her people from the war. However, during such a long war, there is no end to the advances of aggressors. After making countless concessions, Havria lost all of her lands, until only one small haven remained.
No. No! It can't be so.
In her last days, she had not even a single blade to defend her people with.
Not even a single blade? Then... this sword...
This sword is not a relic belonging to the god of salt, but is instead the murder weapon used to kill her.
Murder weapon?
Okay.
No! That's not true! That can't be true! You're trying to test my faith in the god of salt!
As I said before, I only state the facts.
Preposterous! You are a follower of Morax! Don't try to trick me!
Oh, she's gonna put herself in danger.
Indeed. Otherwise, why would I use the truth as punishment? I did not want to tell her such cruel facts. But the contract was broken.
Heading out for a walk. Alright, see you later, Sif. Enjoy your walk. While we figure out what's really going on here.
Let's follow her deeper into the ruin.
Because now I have the question of who killed her. Was it you?
We will
Did you
find
kill her,
something that will
Zhongli?
leave her no choice but to face the truth.
You use a spear. You don't use a sword. And also you used... So that actually brings a good question. Because even in all the stories, he used spears of rock. You're not generally known for swords, especially ones so small.
Wait, what?
Zhongli and this sword.
Whoa.
More speed.
That's I do not even remember the plot of this first.
That's fine,
this
we're
first
going
quest.
through it.
It's been so long.
I'm kind of like musing to myself.
Are these statue thingies running? What will we find ahead?
Something scary.
Salt. And betrayal.
He seems to have been fleeing from something, no doubt suspecting that something terrible was afoot. Yeah, boy.
More speed.
Oh, look, this one's like in awe? Praise? I don't know. Let's open the door and find out.
What are all these? What did they see? What did they do? What happened?
Since you do not trust me, let us continue onward. That which lies beyond this door will show you all that happened back then.
Oh, this looks bad. This looks really, really bad. There was an explosion. An explosion of salt here. Maybe I can use it to season my fries.
This is the scene of the crime. Havria's body dissipated, leaving nothing but these traces of salt. Her dying moments have since been frozen in time to this very day. The story continues that some among her people realized at last that this gentle, kind, but weak god could never protect anyone in wartime.
This is why allies are important.
The Archon War was cruel in the extreme. Instead of consigning her to the agony of defeat, they thought perhaps it would be better to give her a quick release.
Oh no! Oh, I see it in that statue. Oh no! She was killed by her own followers. Oh no!
But what about these statue thingies?
No matter how weak the god, the power that flows forth when they are slain is beyond the strength of mortal coils to bear. Those who could not flee were thus transformed. Those of her people who were untouched by this disaster left for Liyue, where they sought refuge with Rex Lapis. Their descendants feared Havria's remnants and lived in terror that she had laid upon them an eternal curse. So they risked their lives to come here, to break the sword, and offer up obeisances in hopes that her anger might be appeased. But they need not have done so. For how could a god who had never once resisted, even till the end, nurse hatred for her people in her heart?
Even if this is so, I can't. This must be a lie. A false history, all of it.
That's so depressing, and yet...
Don't you dare try to shake my faith!
Do you not see the statue that's thrusting forward as if it were holding a sword? Oh, I'm so sorry. This is actually a really fucked up thing to learn about. Your entire life is a lie.
Zhongli didn't show any mercy this time either.
This is the price she must pay. Yet I would not call it a bad thing. Judging by how she appeared, I fear that she will struggle for a time. But even if she may not escape that struggle immediately, simply recognizing the truth is good enough for now. Indeed, in ages past, Havria's story served as a warning to me as well. Faith in a god who has already passed will do you no good.
Her ancestors killed the god, and then... I don't know if they, like, deliberately lied to her, but, like... It sure as hell seemed like it.
So it is for Havria. And so it is for Morax also. All right then.
But even in the end, the god that her ancestors killed, that she loved so much, died still loving her and loving her people. Like, she couldn't have it in herself to hate them. She accepted her fate and her death, even with everything that happened. Oh.
Strength tells us this is how this goes. Zhongli would know. He's been here for all of it.
He's an old man. He's tired. Let the
It's
man rest.
Literally the only original Archons left are Zhongli and Venti. They are the only originals left.
Or at least from long before the Archon War. I guess is the originals, yeah.
Yeah, they are the first ones. All the other ones have had somebody come before them.
Yeah, I mean, like, there was someone before Venti, the god of storms, but that wasn't one of the 7.
It's a long...
It's complicated.
I will say Fontaine actually does clear a bit of how that is up. It's a very, very long story.
I mean, we've been playing this game for what?
I mean, also there's
years?
There's also extra reading material, but it's very much stuff you need to go into the game and read, descriptions of stuff.
Right. There is definitely stuff. Look at this. This is fucked up. It's just... He once held something in his hand, upraised and opposed supreme effort. This must be the one who... Ground Zero. No matter what was once here, not remains, but a single flower of salt.
Because it's either die there or die in the war.
Yeah. Boy, that's fucked up.
I did not remember half of this.
What do you mean you have to go up? Hold on. Party swap. That. I don't remember what the best way to get up there is.
Oh wait, that's an actual path. I just remember there's there are some abyss mages.
That one right there?
No, on the other side.
Oh. Well.
Where there's an actual incline going up that you can walk up.
Yeah, but this is more fun. Cat in a box that goes straight up is more fun though.
Back in my day, we didn't have the character to do that.
Well, yeah, neither did I until recently. But also, you would generally have... I died. Bye, Kiara. I'm sorry. I fucked up. Welcome back, Kiara. Where was this incline?
Just go back to like where the domain is. It's in the direction of on the way to where that giant army of ruined guards is.
Hold on. Make my life easier.
Go the other way.
Oh, this
yeah,
way.
that way. And then turn left.
Well, I was gonna say, to be fair, at this point, like generally you would have Traveler, Geo Traveler, who is very good at scaling vertically.
Oh, I didn't use them at all.
I used them briefly. And then we left Lee away, and I turned on Dendro. Or, no, I turned on Electro, and then just... Mora. And then that was it. No, come back here. I want your Mora. Give me my money. Give me money. I know it's not much money, but every little bit counts. Give for money, I'm sorry. Crystal flies taunt me, but also I have enough at the moment.
I see things even if I don't need it right now. I just pick it up.
I know, but also I don't want to fall down that hole. There's a hole there, and I fall down it, then I have to run all the way back up.
Yeah, these are the fuckers I was talking about.
Order guide you.
Dissipate! Out of my way! Shut up! Crush! Stand with me!
I don't have to kill them. I know I don't. However... It's fun. I enjoy a little murder.
Trying to deal with them again.
What was that?
I said you get them right now, you don't have to deal with them if you see them again for the day.
That's true. They're just gone. And also I get their branches. Oh, and also apparently I get a chest that I haven't opened.
I forgot about that.
Look, you would be disappointed in... What is the sword?
What was the thing I meant to come check out because I never did.
What? There's a sword here?
This is... I had heard about... There's like a story behind this.
I know.
And if I remember, it's both sad but also fucking hilarious. It's just a 3-star sword.
Boring.
Yeah.
Lame. Don't need it.
No, it's because there's a story behind it.
Oh. Then maybe I shouldn't have touched it.
I mean, it's fine. It's just there. It's... I think... Is this the one that... there's a lot of stuff in, like, weapon item descriptions. The story for that one, it's kind of hilarious. And it goes through a few different,
The legendary Skyrider once tried to ride it as a flying sword for the second time.
Yeah, it's a set. There's a... Oh, if you go into, like, Enhance, you can actually check the... I think you should be able to check the story.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me take a look.
Go up to details and then description.
Feeling defeated, it dawned on the Skyrider that there are things that swordsmanship cannot achieve. So instead of believing in his swordsmanship, he turned to the sword itself. Bigger is always better, and swords are no exception, he thought. In the grand Guyan stone forest, he embraced his grand ending. His dream of flight came to an end, but his sword and story would never fade?
This would end the Skyrider sword, if I remember.
Does more of it appear when you...
Yeah,
no, okay.
It's the Skyrider sword is the other one.
I was more checking if more details came about with the higher refinement. Leap, the master swordsman Skyrider did from the heights of Julian Karst. leap the Master Swordsman Skyrider did from the heights of June Karst. Okay, there you go. That's
They
the correct reading.
might actually. I have to check
No, I
again.
just checked. I don't think they do. He pierced the
Okay.
clouds as the winds hollered by his ears, but what followed was the sound of bones shattering. What he had hoped for was something swordsmanship could not bring him. He pawned the sword for medicine, but died did not his dream of flight. Because other weapons don't seem to have. Cool Steel has also very briefly. Yeah, so I don't think it gets any
Like,
longer.
every weapon has one.
I know they do. Some of them are just boring though. We can sit here and read items like it's Dark Souls all day, but
Yeah, this is where a lot of lore comes.
hold on.
Reading things like that, that's where so much lore comes from.
Which one's the real Zhongli? You'll never know. Just a couple of douchebags standing on top. No, he's a good guy.
The one who
actually.
does not say Osmanthus wine.
Hold on, let's find out. Alright, that's not... Normally you say the Osmanthus wine one. It's like the most common thing you say. I'll give you 10 seconds. Drink some water. B, or do you have water? Hydrate.
Osmanthus wine tastes the
There
same
it is.
as I remember. But where are those?
Where are
who
those
share
who
the
share the memory?
That's actually a really depressing line.
Now, I mentioned before
Yeah,
that many gods
it's
of
depressing
old
when you
have
think about it, but
settled
it's the
beneath
fact that you
the
hear it
forest.
so much.
Oh, 100%. It is. It's like every other one is that line.
Even when you're in your goddamn character selection menu and you're just sitting there trying to go through stuff, all you hear in the back is Osmanthus one. I'm like, please, Grandpa.
Yes, the Osmanthus wine. We've all heard about it. You've talked about it 1,000 times. Do you have any other stories?
The Adepti have presently handed Liyue over to mortals, and Havria's time was even further in the past. The Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler that she left behind should not return to Liyue.
Good, because one of them was extremely dangerous, and the other one's just like going to... Actually, the other one's fine, but the other one's extremely dangerous.
To leave them here is to let them slumber. And it is also a homecoming. I ended an era with my own two hands. I've always wondered how I should remember that which I ended. History records, but history may be changed. This incident proved that. Time is a mighty force, and history's twist in its flow. I need to find a better way of recording history in order to engrave its truth. Stone carvings were one such ancient method, but unchanging stone, immovable earth, even one such as myself. Someday we may all disappear.
Zhongli.
Therefore, I thought of you, traveler. You are one who crosses the celestial atlas, and who passes through countless worlds. If our history is engraved in your memory, it will one day accompany you into another world.
And then he just spikes the camera. There's like this kind of silent agreement with everyone playing this game, and by extension everyone watching me play this game.
As long as a traveler like you is able to record what happened, then a backup of sorts will exist for times and tides of Teyvat.
I'm inadvertently right now doing exactly what Zhongli wished and sharing his history and recording it forever. We're getting real meta with this. How many layers deep can we go?
Sounds like tough work.
To be fair, and this is before Sumeru with Irminsul, and hey, Irminsul doesn't remember you. You have to remember the history that no one else does, no matter how depressing.
Now then, it is time that we consigned both the Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler to the sea.
Huh? Why do we need to throw them into the sea?
As I said before, This is the place to which the remnants of many bygone gods are consigned. This includes Osial, overlord of the Vortex, who the Jade Chamber most recently returned to this ocean prison.
Hey, I had a hand in that too. I beat the shit out of that thing with a
Thousands
sword
of
before we
years
dropped a
ago,
palace on it.
The Adepti and I fought against the turmoil that plagued every corner of this land. Guyan Stone Forest, where I sealed many gods with my spears. After so long, naught but folktales remain. Osial, you and I were foes. But our ancient grudge is but a bygone memory now. May that which Havria has left behind be yours to subsume. And thus another spark of divinity departs from Liyue. My legacy shall now be left to those who come after to debate.
I'm sorry, we just cut back to two Zhongli standing, looking at each other again.
Be like that.
I forgot for a moment that I did that. Okay, what's next? More Zhongli. Should we just go straight to Zhongli, or should we do... We already did right in part 1. We can do Nahidas. What do you think? Should we go ahead and do part 2 for Zhongli since we're already here?
We can. Luckily, it doesn't matter to it because they did the whole, oh, you don't need to do the stuff to unlock the boss anymore. Because 3 of those unlock a boss.
Oh, yeah, I'm well aware. I need this one to unlock something for Eula, but it's fine. You specifically. I need things. I need this thing. Oh, now you actually have the ability for me to just go there. Thanks. You can quick challenge the locked trounce domains. Cool. There's all the ones I haven't unlocked yet. Thank God, I can find... this is so much easier. I just don't need it right now. Oh, you all... I need to start killing Child. I forgot about that.
Oh, never mind. I did take the... Apparently, me in the past did take this damn sword. Okay.
Congratulations on stealing your sword in the past. Okay. Anything else? Max. Look at all these maxed out weapons, but not maxed out people.
To imagine having maxed out.
Those are easy. The weapons are easy. The people...
I don't grind weapon mat domains a lot. And then again, I have a lot to work on.
Yeah.
Like, how many do I even have at 90 at this point?
Catherine. Hello, Robot Catherine, who is our friend and we love.
It's 6 of them at 90, but at least, like, the ones I mainly use are, like, at 70 or 80.
As a matter of fact, there's one that looks perfect for you two. Uncle Dai is one of the foremen at Huishan Hall over in Liyue Harbor. He's hoping the Adventurers Guild can spare some manpower.
I say we were starting this quest. I don't think we're gonna have time to finish it today.
Yeah, probably not.
What is it we have to do exactly?
But to be fair, the good news is if we want to go a little long, we can, and I'm not gonna be super like hungry and dying.
Ooh, looking for people.
Whatever you want to do is fine.
But this is like the very start of a quest. I feel like it's gonna take some time.
I have no reason to doubt your abilities. I'm sure the details can be worked
Yeah,
out
we'll figure it out when we get there.
If you're willing to accept this commission, head over to the dock and talk to Uncle Dai.
What if I don't want to die? That sounds painful.
The sweet release of death.
I don't... Well... I mean... No, no. I got too much shit I want to do.
Our bond is strong.
Hello, Uncle Dai. What is that behind you? Is that a thingamajig for the Serenity Pot?
I am indeed. Ah, now then.
It is indeed.
You must be the adventurers assigned by the guild.
Huh? How could you tell?
By the clothes on your back and the look on your face. Experienced adventurers at that, I'll wager.
I feel like I should have more scars.
Right again. You're pretty perceptive.
We've been through a lot.
In this trade, you need a sharp eye for people, not just rocks. Uncle Dai can see what you're made of from a long way off. Alright, my assistant should be arriving soon, so let's just wait here a moment.
Woo-woo. That's why we're here. Now there's someone else taking a cut?
Well, to tell you the truth, this is a very difficult matter. Too much for adventurers alone to handle life here.
So there is someone else.
Paimon, why are you talking like he's cheating on us? We just got in a relationship, and now you're already acting like a jealous girlfriend.
Do you think we're not up to the job?
It just occurred to me that you don't have all the facts. The incident in
It's
question
fine.
happened in a mine, and it's a little
He just
out of
wants
the
money.
ordinary, to say the least. Mines are dangerous places, as I'm sure you're aware. As such, I've enlisted an industry expert to cover all contingencies.
She's like Tinkerbell. She has very heightened emotions.
Last time I checked, adventurers weren't experts in ore appraisal or geological analysis. With a professional by your side, everything should run smoothly. Besides, this guy's the best in his field. No matter the rock, he'll tell you its value to the nearest mora at a glance. I'd go as far to say that there's not a soul on Tevat that knows rocks better than him. I'd be a fool to not enlist an expert of his caliber.
You're a fool if you think you found Tevat's #1 rock expert.
Oh? And why might that be?
Because Tevat's #1 rock expert happens to be a friend of ours.
Hey, Paimon, before you start saying any more words, let's turn our heads like 90 degrees to the right and see who's walking up.
Ha-ha! Didn't expect that, did you? Wait here. We'll go fetch him.
Oh no, we have to go get him.
Paimon bets Zhang Li is
Hey, look,
listening
he's
to
here.
storytelling.
Leave
Let's head
that.
over.
So that's
Unless
#1
you were in
rocks
my
expert.
direct sight.
Hmm?
Unless you were in my direct sight, I do not see.
Well, sometimes even if you are in my direct sight, I don't see. Anyone who was watching me stream yesterday can know that I will be playing Digimon, and I'll be like, there's nothing here, when there's clearly like 3 shinies on the ground. I'm like, nope, this place is empty. Bland, devoid of anything. Now, where is that leech? Oh, there you are. Hi, me.
In our last tale, Rex Lapis.
Zhang Li, there you are.
Oh, here for a few tales? I didn't know you two were connoisseurs.
I love a good story.
Oh, no, we're here for you. Do you have time?
Ah, something I'm rarely short of.
We need someone who understands geology and ore.
We keep pulling this man out of retirement, I realize. We're like, hey, we know you're retired and like just trying to chill, but we have work for you.
Someone who understands geology and ore.
Fine, he can deal with it.
Take a look around. Is there anyone in Tevat more qualified? The requester claims to have enlisted Tevat's #1 rock expert, but Paimon doesn't believe a word of it. Nobody understands rocks better than you.
You are literally the god of rocks.
You appear to have taken his claim quite personally on my behalf.
Oh, no. It's just... Uncle Dai doesn't know what he's talking about. Paimon just wants to enlighten him.
I see. Well, then it will be my pleasure to accompany you.
Really?
But I should inform you that despite my expertise, I cannot necessarily claim to be a leading authority. We are at all times adrift in a sea of learning. New knowledge should be welcomed with open arms. Still, I imagine I will be of help to you in this endeavor. If we do encounter an expert, I look forward to broadening my own understandings.
well, the funny thing is, like, for the most of the time, we can't flex that we know a god, because the god is like, don't fucking tell anyone I'm a god.
Because he's retired.
Let the man be a consultant and listen to his tales in peace. But no, Vinti is just like, I want to drink wine and tell some bardic tales.
But though it's funny because like the two oldest, who are like the only male archons, are the ones who are just like, hey, don't tell anybody this. While the females are just like, yeah, we're gods, okay.
Well, but then like, yeah,
And everybody
Nihita's...
like knows this.
That's true. But also Nihita, to be fair, Nihita's situation is complicated.
Yeah.
And Raiden Shogun's situation is
Also complicated.
Also complicated.
We got him.
These two are less complicated, but
That's why
somehow
I'm
also still complicated.
I'm very interested to see what happens when we get to Datlan. I want to know what's going to happen there.
But then in Fontaine, isn't their god just like active? Like
it's complicated.
I'm sure it's complicated.
That's
like...
what I say. That's all I'm saying. If you thought Nahitas was fucked up, wait until you get to Fontaine.
Okay, wait, that's a good point. Do we know anything about the Pyro Archon?
We know her name, and I think like bits, but it's just like from like.
Okay, so straight up, Venti and Zhongli are the only male Archons. That's all of them.
Yeah,
I did not know
it's
that.
because we know about the Pyro Archon, we know the Tsaritsa.
The Tsaritsa, of course, of Shesnaya. Pyro Archon.
And it's the real reason we're very interested because there are like theories of who the Pyro Archon and Cryo Archon are. The Pyro Archon mainly because of what her name is.
What did we say her name
and
was?
And the Cryo Murata.
Murata.
Because in Honkai Impact, that's Himiko's last name.
And she's also constantly associated with the fire element.
Yes. And because she's Hoyo's favorite, so many people have a theory that the Tsaritsa is Bronya.
That'd be really fucking funny. Because so far, from what you've told me, in Hoyoverse, like, not a lot of Honkai characters are in Genshin, right?
Yeah, but they have XPs. Specifically, like, they have characters that are kind of like equivalents. Like, the two most obvious ones are, A and Miko.
Who are they in Honkai?
Raiden Mei and, Yai Sakura.
Oh, so, well, now I need to look these people up. Hold. Honkai. What were the names? So they have equivalent, but unlike Bronya and them, it's...
It's just that they're XPs. They are similar, but they're not kind of the same character. Like, even technically, Himiko and Star Rail is not the same Himiko from Impact. She's from another, she's another version of her.
But Welt is absolutely Welt.
Yes.
Okay. Hoyoverse. Confusing. Hi, Punisher. It's going well. We're sad. Hope you're doing good.
Oh. And this must be the friend you spoke of?
Yep.
Raiden Mei is also why everybody's just like that Raiden is a lesbian, because Raiden Mei and like the main character of Honkai Impact, I'm pretty sure they are a thing.
Well, I mean, in that video you showed me, like, Hoyo has a lot of like history of like canon gay characters, but China censorship is like, fuck you, and so they're like, fine, we'll be more subtle about it. But only barely.
They were great friends.
Like, we'll be more subtle about it, but only slightly more subtle.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Still, I do have a claim to some experience in this field.
Uh-huh. So you say. Wait till my guy gets here. Then
Now I'm curious who your guy is.
It's no use me singing his praises. You'll have to see for yourselves.
Is this the place?
Oh, random person. Okay, that's fair.
Aha! Speak of the devil. Allow me to introduce my assistant, Kunjun. Young Kun, these are 2 adventurers assigned to us. And as for this gentleman...
Huh?
Oh, I think they know each other.
Longsheng Funeral Parlor's consultant. Mr. Zhang Li. I've heard about you. They say you're a man of great knowledge and many talents. I had no idea I'd be meeting you in person today.
I'm sure I recognize you. Have we met at the parlor? Wait, I've never been to the parlor.
Why would you be at the funeral? Well, there's a lot of reasons why you'd be at a funeral parlor.
Uncle Dai, aren't you gonna test them?
Huh?
Come on.
I wouldn't know where to start.
Then they can figure out a way to test each other. If Zhang Li wins, he's the assistant.
Come on.
If Zhang Li loses...
Just let them work together. It's fine.
Never mind. Zhang Li won't lose.
A contest? Why, it would be my pleasure.
All right, fine. He's into it.
I admire your enthusiasm, good sir.
I must say, you certainly have the look of an industry expert about you. It'll be interesting to see which one of us wins.
It's the colors. It's all in the colors. He looks very rock-like.
Stop talking the talk and start walking the walk.
I'm just saying it like I see it. Which is, incidentally, the only skill I have worth talking about.
Okay, stop. Don't beat yourself up like this. I'm sure you have many wonderful... You stop, too.
So you're an appraiser, Mr. Kunjun.
Well, no. Actually, I've already forgotten what I'm in Liyue Harbor for. I was standing by the side of the road one day when Uncle Dai called me over. He saw me holding a rock and asked me a few questions. He seemed incredibly excited, even followed me for a while. We arranged to meet here.
Now you make me curious.
Huh? How could you forget something like that?
I saw him on my way over to Liyue Harbor, poring over rocks and muttering to himself. He looked to be very familiar with them. I asked him a few questions out of curiosity. To my surprise, he knew more than me, an old mining foreman. In any case, he didn't have any pressing matters and agreed to help me.
So, do you have a poor memory?
God, that's a mood.
Not exactly. Anyway, if it's rocks you need help with, I can most certainly lend a hand. Mr. Zhongli, what do you make of this rock?
A glossy exterior, with a fissure that could only have been left in the wake of a volcanic eruption. If I'm not mistaken, this is a rough gem from another nation.
Ah, a keen eye.
It's no ordinary rough gem. Fragile surface layer, black veining. My intuition tells me that there's high-quality crystal ore inside.
Remarkable! This rock does indeed hail from the vicinity of a volcano. I came across it in a market and snapped it straight up. The seller thought it was some leftover industrial remnant. They had no inkling of the treasure that lay within. Purity and geological rarity alone aren't enough to make a treasure. Some of the most precious crystals contain deposits of water or sand. In the moment of its formation, the crystal hidden within this stone shell captured a pocket of water. For water to be hidden in its depths, like a moon concealed within a mountain, reflecting shafts of daylight that make it through. Now
that actually sounds really cool. I want to see that.
Such a detailed description. Almost like he saw it with his own 2 eyes. Say, you're not trying to hoodwink us, are you? After all, we haven't even seen what's inside yet.
Everything he said is true. Most crystals are born in high-temperature environments. Heat and water aren't natural bedfellows, of course, which is why
I'm learning so
crystals
much
with
today.
water deposits are so sought after. Moreover, this particular crystal contains mountain lake water. A rare find indeed.
I hope we're all learning something about rocks and geology.
If Zhongli says so, it must be true.
I'm on.
I've yet to encounter anyone with a judgment as shrewd as yours, Mr. Zhongli. How did you know exactly what lay within?
I've seen many such stones in my time. I recognized it immediately. I hope you didn't mind me flaunting my experience, Mr. Kunjun.
Of course not. I feel I've met a kindred spirit here today.
Well, I'm glad that they're happy.
I hope you will accept my friendship. Uncle Dai, it would be a mistake for Mr. Zhongli not to join us. Trust me when I say that his level of expertise is unrivaled in the trade. You won't come across another of his caliber in your lifetime.
Took a geology lab in college and remember nothing about it. I took a geology merit badge in the Scouts, and I remember nothing about it.
Very well. There is strength in numbers, after all. Everyone,
you're in good
follow
company.
me to the chasm. There are men counting on you to find them.
I remember going to, like... Why do I remember some sort of like convention like thing, like a small little convention thing for like geology stuff with that merit badge, and I left with the geode. It's a very pretty geode. I don't have it anymore. Like a small one, nothing major, but still. Rocks, pretty. Oh joy, we're going back towards the chasm. Oh, look, the viewpoint I don't have. Wait, hold on. Wait, B, did you see that? I don't think I've ever.
Good.
I've done a bunch of chasm quests, and I've never gotten that cutscene that I think is supposed to happen the first time you come to the chasm. Oops. My bad. And same thing with this conversation. I feel like I should have had this conversation first. You were in the Jade Chamber when we fought the sea monster? Interesting. I actually don't need to know about the chasm. I've already been deep in this chasm. We're good.
You haven't been deep enough.
We need to go deeper?
Like I said, you got a whole other quest.
It never ends. Okay, that's enough having conversations we should have had over a year ago. When did we do the when did we finish the UA? That was a long time ago.
Whoa, this mine is huge!
This is where the incident occurred. 6 days ago, a group of us left the site to attend to other matters. When we returned, the 4 men we'd left behind had vanished.
Up in smoke?
I led a team around the entire mine, but found no trace. That's when I decided to enlist help.
What if they were killed by hilichurls?
So 4 miners have disappeared.
Yes, there were 10 of us. We lost Long, Bold Sen, Brave Sen, and Mao. I worked with all of them.
Workers in this trade are usually young men in the prime of their lives. Could it be that the 4 of them left for another mine?
Unlikely. There's no other lodging for miles around, and we didn't pass any other mines on the way over.
Also, it feels like the kind of thing where it's like, hey, not dead. I just quit.
Huh. Such a huge mine. Did you really manage to explore every corner?
Underground, overground. We left no stone unturned. We tried everything short of digging further into the earth itself. How could 4 sturdy young men just vanish into the bedrock?
We'll need to explore the site ourselves before extracting any conclusions.
Whether they found a secret tunnel, like that song, Secret Tunnel, through the mountain.
Very well. I'll wait here. Please, proceed wherever you'd like. If you come across any clues, let me know straight away.
I need to rewatch Avatar. I forget how the next part though goes, but then it goes, and die. No, that's not right. That was later.
Did they run away from something?
That's the part I forgot.
Let's look around first and see if we can... Over here!
That was a good show.
What's this? A pile of shirts, some trousers.
I don't know if I'll watch it, but I hope that the live-action TV series version of Avatar is good. The movie does not exist.
A few everyday items. They must belong to Uncle Dai and his men.
1, 2,
And
3, 4.
die.
Huh. That seems right. 10 answers.
Uncle Die. Do you know the song? And the part that goes and die? Were they talking about you? It wasn't literal. It's not like the verb.
Right? Look, Uncle Dai's clothes are identical.
The 4 of them have been gone for 6 days without a change of clothes.
Ew, they're gonna be all smelly.
There's also a few handkerchiefs and some soap lying around. Oh, and some tool belts.
Items for washing one's face before the dawn shift. Mining equipment.
So, they didn't take any supplies.
Correct. Improbable, there are 4 pickaxes missing. It seems likely they left with the tools of their trade. They had time to take their tools, but not their everyday items? Curious.
Huh. Why would someone set off with their tools, but leave their luggage behind?
1, they were working close by and didn't need to move their personal effects. But seeing as they've yet to return, this seems an unlikely hypothesis. Or 2, they were forced to leave and had no time to think about their supplies.
Oh.
It's certainly a possibility. We'll need more clues before any further inference can be made.
If they didn't leave, maybe they were made to leave. Let's make a note and let Uncle Dai know.
Hold on, but let's keep looking around here. Did you find anything good, sir? You found some core lapis. Can I take it? I need it. Let me have it. Move.
Kunjun, what do you have there?
Oh, right on time.
Did you find anything?
There's a chunk of ore here. Perhaps there are clues within.
Sif. That's really funny.
Or, what does it have to do with the disappearance?
Let's find out. I'll give it a try. A moment, please. Okay.
I'm sorry? What are you doing to that ore? I'm sorry. You want to run this by me again? You want to run this by me again? What did you just do?
Looks like he's concentrating really hard. What's he up to?
I see 4 men following someone out of the mine.
Is this how you knew what was
looks
inside
like
the
a
crystal?
child.
Without breaking it open?
A child? What's a child doing in a mine?
No, better question. What did you just do?
I'm not sure.
Also, how did you see anything exactly?
Oh, I don't mean see in the traditional sense. I would appreciate it if what I'm about to tell you remained a secret. It's a little odd. I've never dared to tell anyone before. I can perceive the memories of ore.
Or what?
Huh?
Another.
Perceive?
I mean, he was making some very
So
interesting
there's
hand
no
motions that we could not see, your boy.
Conjecture at work?
You mean you can put your hand on a rock and boom, it just happens?
I've always sensed that ore contains memories. Sometimes it records events that occur in the surrounding area. All I have to do is touch one and focus my attention, and the memories come to me.
Do you have Adeptus blood in you?
Amazing.
Are you secretly a
You
rock
must know
elemental?
everything that ever happened there.
It depends on the ore. Some ores have astounding memories. Others, like iron ore and white iron ore, aren't up to much. Their memories are hazy.
To be fair, the iron ore we kill often, and it regrows rather quickly. It's quite young.
Core lapis and crystal memories are much stronger. They record more events and in greater detail.
Stone seeing. Fascinating. A rare ability indeed. It was prudent of Uncle Dai to recruit you, Mr. Kunjun.
Hey, I'm not surprised that you've heard of this. I'm surprised that this is a thing with other people.
I'm glad I can be of assistance.
Are we just glossing over the fact that this is a thing that people can do?
Based on what I saw, I believe they
I'm not
follow
worried about
this
it. I'm just like, hello, I have questions?
This will take us
I want to know more.
away from the mine.
The most niche superpower you've ever heard? It's pretty up there. Not gonna lie, it's definitely up there. However, that's completely useless out in the ocean.
North. Another clue for Uncle Dai. Let's make a note of it.
Oh, by the way, this lapis right behind you? Oh, damn it, it's story related. No, I want it. Zhongli needs that. Fine.
More speed.
Keep your core lapis. Oh, find others in other places. Sir, are you aware that there's a bunch of, like, dangerous monsters, like, 5 feet from you? Are you okay? Do you need help? Fine? Alright, if you say so.
Excuse me, sir.
Don't come crying to me if you get hurt.
Here?
Ah, yes. You must be here about the disappearance. Please, find them if you can. I don't know what happened. The weather was gloomy that day. The foreman left with a few men. I stayed behind with the other 4. After a while, I decided to take a break, just to catch my breath. I ended up falling asleep in the shelter inside. When I woke up, there was no sight of them. I'd only just been speaking with them and suddenly, they'd vanished.
That sounds less like vanishing and more like you fell asleep and they wandered off.
Maybe I'm next.
So the men that were out working disappeared, with the only one left to tell the tale having been asleep in a shelter. Perhaps an accident occurred on site.
What a scary thought. An on-site accident. We should note that down too. We found some clues. Time to report back to Uncle Dai.
Sure, we have information. Please help.
You're back. How are the investigations going?
We found 3 clues in the vicinity. First, there are 4 missing pickaxes, yet everyday items are still in their place. This suggests that your men didn't leave of their own accord, but were forced to.
Forced to? But who would kidnap miners?
Who indeed?
A kidnapper,
Second,
obviously.
There were 5 workers at the mine.
They're miners, right?
One of them left the site to take respite. When he awoke, his colleagues had disappeared without a trace. Those who kept working all disappeared. The one who left early emerged safe and sound. It would appear that the incident occurred on site.
Now that you mention it, I recall Bravo saying that he took a break. Could someone have entered the site and simply walked away with them?
Sure, walked away. Yeah, grown men.
This leads me to my 3rd point. Mr. Kun-jun here made good use of his expert techniques to arrive at a conclusion. It was a child that took your men away.
Footprints. We're gonna call it footprints.
A child? But there are no settlements here for miles around. There's no way a child would have made it over to the mine.
Unlikely as it sounds, that's our conclusion. Your men were following a
Maybe they were brainwashed, or maybe they were trying to help, or maybe they were brainwashed.
Where did they go?
Magic.
We believe that they followed the road north, away from the mine and toward the ruins.
North? Right. I'll rally my men and head in pursuit. You've been invaluable to the investigation, but leave the legwork to us. If we set off now and make haste, we might be able to catch them.
Hi, they disappeared 6 days ago?
Not so fast. The incident occurred 6 days ago. Even if they set out on foot, they will have covered a lot of ground by now.
I can teleport, so leave this to me.
You're right. New plan. I'll lead my search party over to the settlements further out and make some inquiries. There are only a few settlements around here with lodging for the night. We'll go investigate and see if we can come up with anything.
That seems like a much better use of your
you can
time.
keep looking for clues. If we don't see each other, let's reconvene at Wangshu Inn tomorrow evening.
Agreed.
All right. Me and my men will get going.
So, they're gonna talk to the people over at the settlements while we keep investigating here.
Correct.
But there aren't any more clues at the mine. Shouldn't we go north?
Wait. I believe we're missing someone.
Yeah, you said Kun-jun was here. No, the fuck he ain't.
Huh? Oh yeah, where's Kun-jun? Paimon bets he's still investigating. Let's go find him.
Maybe he found another rock to fondle. Oh, there he is. You're very easy to spot, you know that?
Kunjun, what are you searching for? We're all out of clues. Let's get going.
Ah, apologies. I'm conducting a quick search for my own benefit. I'm looking for a precious stone known as Dragonfall.
That sounds like something. Well, no. I'll say that sounds more like something you find in Mondstadt, but no, there are dragons here too.
Dragonfall. Dragonfall is often used in forging. What use do you have for it?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't recall why I'm seeking it. I've been feeling very absent lately. Name and address aside, I'm having trouble remembering things.
ADHD go bear.
In fact, I've been feeling extremely anxious, as if there's something I've forgotten to finish. It's an unpleasant sensation.
This is starting to worry me.
Paimon knows that feeling. When you know you forgot.
See you later, your boy. Enjoy your pizza.
Exactly
Thank you for the lurk.
I don't even know where to start with it. I've been aimlessly wandering. That day at the market, I overheard a conversation while I was buying something. They mentioned Dragonfall. It sounded so familiar to me, as if whatever it was I had to do was linked to that stone. So, I decided to look for some. Perhaps if I can retrieve some, I'll remember what it is I have to do.
I see. If I am able to during our endeavor, I will help you look for this stone.
Really? Oh, thank you, Mr. Zhengli. You're too kind.
Think nothing of it.
Shouldn't we get going?
Heading north from the chasm, we'll reach Lingju Pass. If this is indeed the path they chose, there will be traces.
Great! Let's have a look.
Okay, but I think actually we're gonna go ahead and call it here for the night. I'm starting to get hungry myself. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. I hope you all had a good time and had some good sad times. We'll be back for more sad times next week.
Aristocratic etiquette is all just for
that's,
show. Just
that's where we're gonna go ahead and end it. Yeah. Thank you, Eula. We love you, but also, shh. I'm giving my outro. What was I saying? I was saying something. Thank you all so much for joining me. Yeah, thank you for joining. Yeah. Of course. We're always here for chill vibes. So let us... You know what? Ooh, you know what'll be fun? Let's go raid Ren. Is streaming. Let's go raid them. Let's go. Go say hello. Okay. Schedule for this week. As of right now, I should still be doing Nirvana Initiative on Tuesday and probably Mega Man on Thursday as normal. And we'll be back to our weekend stuff when we get there. But that's all from me for today. You all have a wonderful rest of your night and a wonderful rest of your weekend. See if I can remember how to spell this.
Knights and aristocrats share the same cultural heritage, but the knights had enough sense to do away with all the superfluous detail.
Alright, I'm gonna send y'all out. Good night, y'all.